Oh, 30.
You're 20 years old. And you're here to prove me wrong and win the money?
Win money?
Yes, win money. Can you not see the bottom of the screen? It says prove me wrong, win £100.
No, I can't. My name's blocking it.
Right, can you...
What?
Dub, can you stop? Dub, please. Dub, if you want me to lose resources, why don't you let people come up here and debate me without interrupting so we can actually see people defeat me? I am so confident in my intellectual ability that I know none of you will beat me. So it doesn't matter whether I can or cannot. Hey. Would you like to prove me wrong, Shah? Yes or no?
I'm trying. In the wild, when an animal is hungry, it eats the closest animal. So why not us? We are animals.
Yes, because you're not doing it for your sense. You're not doing it for your survival. You're doing it for taste pleasure, Shah. Okay. So you're not doing it because you're not doing it because you have to. You're doing it because you want to for taste pleasure, which makes it unnecessary, Shah. Does that make sense?
Well, at this point, all the animals are dead anyways because they're in the stores. So you're just wasting their life anyways.
No, because they're only bred into existence due to the demand for them to be bred into existence. So they wouldn't be bred into existence had they not been brought into existence to be supply.
I'm not saying why they were born.
Okay. Let me ask you a question, sir. Is it necessary?
Probably not, but
yeah. So then, what are we debating? We agree that it's not necessary to breed animals into existence and unalive them when we have plant-based options. So me and you agree. We agree. So why are you debating against me? We're on the same. We're on the same plane here of understanding, right?
Well, the point is, people want it, so the corporation's gonna.
Yeah, exactly. They want it for taste pleasure. So now you have to ask yourself: Do you think your taste buds are worth more than an animal's life? Do you think your 10-minute sandwich is worth 20 years of an animal's life, sir?
Do you think that...
Maybe you could answer the question I asked, sir?
Well, what if the animal killed itself? Then, what if it's
I'm sorry, what does that have to do with our discussion? What are you talking about? Right, you know what, I think I've understood the problem here. I feel like this is probably a very significant intellectual gap. So we are going to simply move on. Stop putting middle finger emojis in the chat. Thank you very much. And stop laughing, Mark. I can see you there. And do not think I didn't see your DM the other week, Mark. Very disrespectful, very, very rude DM you sent to me, Mark. Yeah? Very rude DM.
Hey, hi.
How old are you, please?
Hi. I'm 18 years old.
Fantastic.
I was born.
Fantastic.
I was born in 2007.
Yeah, and you're here to prove me wrong, is that correct?
Yeah, kind of.
Fantastic.
I want to have a nice discussion between you and me.
Yeah, go right ahead, please, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, so I want you to know that even if we eat something else besides meat, we still are animals. So, like, for example, do you know bears? Bears are omnivores. We are omnivores. So we eat anything that is edible. Yeah. So we also eat. It's also in our nature to eat meat.
Okay. Would you like me to respond? Would you like me to respond, or you don't?
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. Yeah. So bears are omnivores. You're correct. Which means
yes. Feel free.
Yeah. So bears are omnivores, which means they can survive on a plant-based diet, like us. You're correct. However, a bear is a wild animal in a survival situation, and when they're in a forest and they unalive another animal, they're doing so for their survival. Right? A bear lacks the intellect to know that they can survive on a plant-based diet, nor do they have enough options around them to know, hey, let me go to this location and pick 10 berries, and then I can get my protein from this, this plant over here. They don't have that intellect. In their mind, they're wild animals. They need big portions of food to eat for their survival, so they go out and hunt for their survival. So a bear unalives an animal in the wild for its survival. You pay someone to unalive an animal for your taste pleasure. So what the bear is doing is necessary for its survival. What you are doing is not necessary because it's for your taste pleasure. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, sir?
Kind of. Kind of. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So would you like me to say something about it? Because I want to say something. about it. So
okay, go ahead.
I had other things to say in defense of my opinion. So the problem is not the fact that we eat meat. The fact is the system that works behind it. So the way they, the way
No,
they
no, no.
treat animals
Yeah, I know what
before
you're
they
saying.
kill them.
Yeah, so we're not here saying we should treat animals better. We're here saying we should stop unaliving and abusing animals overall. So it doesn't matter if you unalive an animal with a, like a very painless method. The fact that you've taken a life that doesn't need to be taken is wrong in itself. For the exact same reason, if I said, hey, I'm going to take your dog and unalive it tomorrow because it's lived 3-4 years, which is a good life. It's been fed, it's been taken care of, it's been bathed, and it's had a good life. So I'm going to unalive it and make it meat. But don't worry, I'll do it very painlessly. You would think that's absolutely horrific and horrendous, right? So for the exact same reasons that you think it would be horrendous to unalive a dog, that's the exact same reasons that vegans think it's horrific to do it to other animals.
Well,
Yeah. Go ahead.
sorry. They do it in some countries, but still, of course, it isn't justified. So
Yeah, it's
don't
not
worry.
it's not
If you have
necessary.
anything else to say, just you know.
Yeah, it's completely unnecessary, sir. So that's the main point, right? Is we can get all of our nutrients that we
Yeah.
need as humans from plants. So the whole idea of breeding animals into existence, stealing their children, sticking them in small cages, forcefully impregnating them, this is all unnecessary in the West. We're literally just doing this so we can enjoy taste, but we can get very good taste from plant-based products as well, and they're much healthier on average as well, and they're very affordable. And certain studies have shown they're cheaper on average for vegan diets than non-vegan diets. So if it's more affordable, better for your health, better for the planet, and better for the animals, why are we still forcefully impregnating animals and stealing their children and taking their life away from them for a 10-minute sandwich? It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. It's wrong. It's outdated. And trust me, when we look back on time in hundreds of years from now, the humans that used to just consume animals and pay for death and the destruction of our planet for taste pleasure, they will be seen as barbaric and absolutely outlandish. They will be seen as wrong. Let's just say everyone who's not vegan is on the wrong side of history, because I guarantee you we are heading towards a vegan world one way or another. It's inevitable. Trust me, it's inevitable.
Yeah, I could say that is something. Maybe, yeah, that is a good argumentation. I guess in some way, I guess you're kind of right. Yeah, we don't really need to eat meat.
Yeah, and do you
Still,
love animals,
there
sir?
are.
Do you love animals? Are you against animal abuse?
Well, I don't really usually eat meat. I usually eat like eggs or yeah, of course I eat whatever comes from animals, but not usually meat, not usually. So I'm not really vegan. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, so well, you sound like a really nice guy, and if you recognize that we don't need to cause unnecessary pain and violence to animals, do you not think that we should stop? These aren't robots or machines we're talking about. These are living, breathing beings that have their own experience, right? They express happiness, they dance, they run around, they play, they see, they smell. They trust humans, they love humans, they just want to be bonded with, they want to interact, they want to learn, they want to grow. They have families just like us. They love their children just like us. They have so many similar traits to human children. They're innocent, naive, playful, trusting. But just because they look different to us and they sound different and they walk different, humans think that that means that they should be unalived, forcefully impregnated, have their children stolen, stuck into gas chambers where they're suffocated. But we look at animals like dogs and cats and we have so much respect and love for them. But then we look at cows and pigs like they're this different species. They're literally the same. They feel the same. They act the same. They think the same. In fact, pigs have outperformed dogs in cognitive in tests when it comes to cognitism and memory. So these animals suffer no differently to each other. A pig would suffer no differently to a dog. A dog would suffer no differently to a cow. So if we extend our compassion to dogs and cats because we recognize they're intelligent and worthy of love, why do we look at pigs and cows and think that they don't deserve any form of compassion and respect when they're literally exactly the same as dogs and cats? Make sense?
Kind of, yeah, I guess.
Fantastic. Well, sure,
But the
free
fact is,
documentary.
the
Go
fact
ahead,
is,
go ahead. Go ahead.
sorry. The fact is, of course, you're right. Animals are living beings like us humans. They live, they play, they love their children, they reproduce.
Absolutely.
Fact is, as she, for an example, of course, it isn't going to justify the entire opinion meat is necessary. Like, of course, is if a sheep isn't killed by a human, it will be still killed by someone else, like a wolf. Like it's the
Yeah,
cycle
yeah.
of
But if
nature.
it,
Somebody has to be.
yeah, if it,
Yeah.
but sir, the
So
difference is if a wolf does it, the wolf is unaliving the sheep because it has to for its survival, right? That's the difference. So the wolf has to do that. You don't have to do it. So if you have an option, if you have the choice between life and death, choose life. If you have the option to
yeah.
choose between peace and violence, choose peace, right? Because the
Well,
wolf doesn't have a choice. The wolf has to choose violence. The wolf has to unalive the sheep. You don't have to do that.
while
You can just go to your
while
supermarket and buy plant-based products instead. You have the choice,
yeah.
you have the option, and you have the freedom of choice. So with that power of freedom of choice, you should use that power responsibly by not
Of course.
unnecessarily paying for violence and suffering, right?
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
But still, I'm gonna be honest with you. I disapprove the vegans who try to convert others, like the ones who go to KFC and go to people who eat meat and say them you should be vegan. Like, I mean, if you don't have to force someone into being vegan, give them the freedom of choice, and they will maybe
But sir,
have
I
maybe
respect
they will.
freedom of choice. I respect freedom of choice when it doesn't affect another being. So how I see freedom of choice is if I want to go to the park instead of the cinema, I should be able to go to the park. If I want to pick a banana instead of an apple, I should be able to pick a banana, right? But the moment my choice is affecting somebody else, that is where you have to consider your choice, right? For example, if I decide to, let's just say, how do I explain this? Okay, look, let me explain it a different way. When
Don't
you
worry,
choose
take
to
your time.
consume,
Take your
yeah,
time.
when you choose to consume an animal, you are paying for someone to lose that. You are paying for an individual to have their life taken away from them. So your choice is causing a victim on the end of that choice. So it's not a personal choice. There are victims that are suffering, screaming, crying, and in pain, having their children stolen for your choice. So that is why vegans are not we're not saying people shouldn't have freedom of choice. We're saying if your freedom of choice is now inflicting unnecessary violence and harm where you don't need to do it, why are you doing it? Do you understand?
I understand. I understand.
Yeah, so the
So,
only reason we
Ray,
get involved, the only reason we try and tell people in a forceful way is because there are innocent animals that are losing their life and in pain because of your choice. So your choice is your freedom, it's your right to pick, but when you start affecting other innocent beings, defenseless innocent beings like innocent animals, people who care about animals have to step up for them. They can't protest, right? They can't scream, they can't rebel, they can't sign petitions, they can't tell the government, they can't complain to the police, they can't do anything. All they can do is sit in the slaughterhouse and scream and cry as loud as possible in the hopes that someone will rescue them. But no one cares, no one helps them, no one does anything. So people
well,
like me who actually care, we
yeah,
have to
but
use our voice.
still.
We have to use our voice to speak for them because not enough people care. Everyone on this live who eats animals, none of them care about animals because if they cared about animals, they wouldn't eat animals. They wouldn't pay for their death. So people like me who actually care, we have to stand up and we have to speak for them.
Yeah. The same will actually go for vegans because if the freedom of choice is permissible as long as it doesn't hurt
Exactly.
doesn't hurt
Exactly.
or oppress someone, the vegans are free to choose, yes, but not to choose to force someone into doing what they want
But are you
him
not
to do.
forcing? Wait,
Or
sir.
maybe
So people need to
maybe
understand, right? When
wait
you
wait
pay. Okay, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
So sorry, but I have to say, I mean, it's not, of course, all vegans who do this, of course, but still, the vegans who well, actually, I saw a comment saying he compares the Holocaust of the World War II to pigs.
Yeah, I've never made
Did
that
you
comparison.
just
Yeah,
do that?
yeah. So I've never made that
No.
Wait. Let me speak. I've never compared it to World War II, but I've used the word Holocaust because by definition, what we're doing to animals defines Holocaust. If you look up the dictionary definition of the word Holocaust, I can pull it up for you right now. Give me a second. So the dictionary
So no,
definition.
wait. I
Wait,
actually
wait,
know.
wait.
I
Let me
actually know
just
what
respond to
Holocaust
that. So what's
means.
that? So the
No,
word
sorry,
Holo.
but I know
Wait,
what.
wait. Yeah, I'm talking to
I
everyone.
know what it means.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
talking to
okay,
just
okay.
you, I'm talking to everyone. So the word Holocaust
Okay,
means
sorry.
it means destruction or slaughter on a mass scale. So if we are destroying animals' lives and unaliving, aka slaughter, on a mass scale, by definition, what we are doing to animals is a Holocaust. So regardless of whether people feel it's not comparable or it's a bad comparison or it's a good, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant because your opinion is irrelevant because the word Holocaust is directly applicable to what we are doing to animals. And if you actually want to do a side by side comparison, 90% of pigs in the UK are unalived in gas chambers where they are suffocated to death. So I'm so sorry to
The
break it to
actual.
you. Yes, 90% of pigs in the UK are unalived in gas chambers where they're suffocated to death and they
So
break limbs and scream trying to escape their confinement.
yeah, funny because I don't
You
eat
can check
pig.
on Amazon Prime. There's a documentary
Okay.
called Pignorant, and it will show you inside footage inside the slaughterhouses in the UK where they are doing this. You can see it on a mass scale. The reason they hide this information from people is because some people want excuses. They don't want to know the animals in pain. They don't want to know the animals crying because that makes it easier for them to continue paying for the animals' abuse. But people like me, we have to shed the truth. We have to spread reality to people so that way they can realize what they're paying for and make more informed decisions. If you know that you're paying for horrific things to happen to animals and they're in pain and screaming and crying, but you choose to do that anyway, I can't stop you. But you might be a good person when you see what you're doing to animals. You might actually make a change and realize that why am I unnecessarily paying for violence and cruelty? You might be a good person and choose not to do that. So on the chance you might be a good. What the hell? And Shari, what just happened, Shai?
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. No, it's not. It's not. No,
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
Nothing. It's just
Yeah, so
something.
on the
So,
chance that
wait
you
a
might
minute.
be a good
Wait a
person,
minute.
it's worth
Okay.
me having this conversation with you because if you have the opportunity, if you have the
Okay.
chance, if there's a
Yeah.
chance that you're a
So,
good person, it's worth having this conversation. Yeah, go ahead, please.
so, wait a minute. Actually, Holocaust means the destruction, the killing of a mass on a mass scale of people because it's actually like a genocide, or the killing of people of a mass of a population, an entire population, because
Yeah,
of
so
its
I've
race or
literally got the
its religion.
sir. We've literally got the definition in front of us right here.
So, yeah,
Destruction or
I'm here. Don't worry.
that dinosaur
Okay,
up the screen
go there.
on a mass scale. Okay, it literally says it here. So we are
Especially,
slaughtering animals.
especially, especially caused by fire
Yes.
or nuclear war. Okay, so
Yes, that
sorry
doesn't
for
mean that that
sorry
doesn't
for
mean that it's
misunderstanding.
only. That doesn't mean only. You're pretending that word says only. No, it says especially.
I know. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't
So,
worry about
so,
that.
so what it says here. So we are slaughtering animals on a mass scale at a rate of 3 trillion on a yearly basis, which is unheard of numbers, right? So by definition, what we are doing to animals literally fits the dictionary definition of that word. So regardless of whether people want to think it's wrong or incorrect, I'm sorry to break it to you. By definition, you are actually paying for a Holocaust. I'm so sorry to shatter your reality. Unless you want to now redefine
Don't
words in the
worry.
dictionary. Not you, sir. I'm talking to them. Unless you guys want to redefine words in the
Oh,
dictionary.
sorry.
Yeah, that is what it means. By the way, Shaq, going back to what you were saying about vegans forcing stuff and stuff like that, do you not think that your opinion, that your taste pleasure is more important than an animal's life? You are forcing that opinion onto animals by paying for them to be forcefully bred into existence. You're forcing them into gas chambers. You're forcing them to be forcefully impregnated. You're forcing them to have their children stolen. The only people actually forcing, oppressing, and unaliving at a mass scale are non-vegans. You are the ones forcing your entitlement and superiority over animals. You are the ones forcing them to their death. You are the ones forcing them to be abused and unalived. So if we want to use the word force here, it's not applicable to vegans. It's applicable to you guys. What you do is project. You are aware that you're forcing your superiority complex onto animals at the expense of their life. And rather than acknowledge that, you want to claim that vegans are forcing people. No, we are simply shedding light and reminding you that what you're doing is absolutely unnecessary and absolutely horrific. That is not called forcing. That is called speaking the truth. You guys are the ones doing the forcing. Does that make sense? Hello?
Yo, I'm there. Sorry. Mm, I guess. I think not really sure about that, but I guess.
Yeah, it's not about what you're sure about. It's what
Uh,
about it's about what
okay.
factually happens, sir. So, factually speaking, every time you buy milk, you are paying the dairy industry to forcefully impregnate a mother cow to steal her child away from her, so that the milk that she produces to feed her child is then sold to you instead. So it's not about what you think, it's about what is actually factually happening. So this is what happens every time you buy milk in 90% of the scenarios. Because 90% of dairy farms in first world countries, they use artificial insemination. So these crazy, crazy sick human beings will go and they will use their hand or a device and they will obtain a certain liquid from a male cow. They will then put their arm where the sun doesn't shine inside a mother cow, and they will forcefully impregnate her. We have a word for that in the English language when you forcefully do something to another being without their consent. I don't need to say the word. You guys know what I'm talking about. So by definition, that is what is literally happening to animals, and that is what everyone on this
Well,
live
I'm sorry.
who drinks milk is paying for. That is what everyone on this live who drinks milk is paying for. So I'm sorry if that is graphic or very vulgar. By definition, that is what you're doing. If you think it's horrific, stop paying for it, right? If you think it's so disgusting, which I think it's absolutely horrendous, humans, animals, it shouldn't happen to anyone. It's absolutely horrendous. It's disgusting. It's the lowest of the low. To forcefully do anything to anyone is lowest of the low. So if you agree with me, why are you paying for that to happen to innocent animals? If you agree that it's wrong to forcefully impregnate somebody, why are you paying for that to happen to animals? Why are you paying for it? So that you can drink milk, which you don't even need as a human being? Because you can get oat milk or almond milk? Why are you paying for it? Why are you funding people? Why are you paying the salaries of people who are committing these vile actions? Why? Because you don't even need it. And that is why I promise you guys, mark my words, in the next 15 to 20 years, the dairy industry is going to become absolute obsolete. It will become obsolete because we already have better, healthier options out there on the market that don't involve unnecessary abuse to animals. And as people start waking up, all of these farmers who are making money abusing animals, forcefully impregnating them, stealing their children, who wake up every day and abuse animals, I promise you their industries are going to become absolutely obsolete in the next 15 to 20 years. I don't have a shadow of doubt. So all the farmers who think they're going to be passing down their farm and animal abuse activities to their children to carry out the animal abuse that their family have done for hundreds and thousands of years to hundreds and thousands of innocent animals, I promise you in the next 15 to 20 years, your business is going to be completely obsolete. You will be generating no revenue. You are going to be forced to have to switch to plant-based alternatives because your business will not be generating money because the demand for animal abuse is going to be significantly dropping every year. Significantly. So yeah, sorry to break it to you guys. If you make money by abusing animals, the consequences will come. Like what goes around comes around. You choose to wake up every day and abuse animals to make money. You fill up your bank account off the back of innocent animal screams and cries. It will come back to you. It will. It will absolutely come back. But anyway, let's have our next guest on the live. Oh, trust me, it will. Trust me, it will, Dubs. You don't have to take my word for it. You'll just see in time. Don't worry. I can sit here and explain for the next 20 minutes exactly logically how that's going to happen, if you guys would like to actually hear it. So lab-grown meat is something that's coming up very soon. It allows humans to produce the exact same taste and nutritional value as an animal's body without any requirement to actually forcefully impregnate an animal, raise the animal, take care of the animal, give the animal land space. It's produced at a fraction of the cost, time, land space, and everything. So the meat industry, which is a profit-driven industry, can deliver the same quality of product to their end consumer at a fraction of the cost, at a fraction of the time. Anyone who knows anything about business, it's common sense. If you can sell the same product at a fraction of the cost and a fraction of the time, that is what you're going to do as a business. So all of these farmers who are abusing animals and forcefully impregnating them and stealing their resources, they're no longer going to be needed by the meat industry. The supermarkets are no longer going to need them at a mass scale because the demand is going to significantly drop. Even as an end consumer, the average person is struggling with bills on a day-to-day basis. If you can buy the same product with the same nutritional value at a fraction of the cost that you're paying now, why would you, who's already struggling with money, not go for a cheaper option? Not only is it cheaper for the supplier, the meat industry, it takes less time, less land space, it's better for the planet, and it means that they can sell their product cheaper. That is what's going to happen. That is what's already happening. Countries like the Netherlands, countries like Germany, they're already pushing out a plant-based diet to their society for the betterment of the planet. So whether it's lab-grown meat, whether it's the fact that we're destroying our planet at an accelerated rate due to animal agriculture, which in the vast majority of cases in the West is absolutely unnecessary, whether you guys like it or not, we are actually moving towards a vegan world. I'm not claiming that everyone's going to want to be vegan. I'm simply telling you that a lot of people aren't going to have a choice. They're not going to have a choice. They're going to start switching to plant-based societies and diets. So you guys are going to go vegan eventually. So when I say that farmers' jobs are going to become obsolete, I'm not just saying that because I'm hoping that they fail. Well, I actually am, but I'm not just saying that out of anger or rudeness. I'm simply telling you factual information based off where our society's headed, based off the data, based off what's happening around the world, and based off the options and how businesses operate. So it's actually based off real world data, not just speculation. But anyway, to the person called Ace in the chat saying plants feel pain, plants do not feel pain. They're not sentient. They do not have any kind of pain receptors or nervous system. So that is absolutely false. And if you want to reduce plant death, the best way to do that is to go vegan, because you're no longer feeding animals, the plants, and then eating the animals, which are the leading cause of plant death. So reducing plant death is a pro-vegan argument. So thank you for arguing in favor of veganism.
Hello.
I appreciate that you got intellectually annihilated in 20 seconds, but maybe don't feel embarrassed and actually just listen and learn next time. Thank you so much. New guest, how old are you, please?
I'm good. How are you?
No. I said how old are you, but I can already tell from your voice that you sound very young, so I'm going to move on, sir. I do apologize. Right.
Oh, yo, what's good? What's good?
Yeah. How old are you, please?
I am 18.
Okay.
Dude,
And
yeah. I just
here
want to say, man, I don't think you're a vegan.
Okay. So if I go downstairs and show you
Because
my fridge. Wait. No. Stop. Wait. Stop talking. If I go downstairs and I open my fridge right now within the next 20 seconds and show you every single product in my fridge is vegan, will you apologize in front of everyone on the live?
No, I'm sure you have like products, but I don't think a vegan would have that much dick in his mouth.
Hello,
How old are you, please?
19.
Fantastic. Are you here to debate the prompt on the screen share?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So let's go for it.
So, but why? What is the reason you think it's abuse?
But that's not the prompt on the screen, sir. It is by definition abuse. I'm happy to elaborate on that. So prolonged intentional cruelty, like prolonged mental or physical stress on an animal is classed as cruelty. Prolonged intentional cruelty is abuse. So yes, by definition, when you buy these products, you are paying for animal abuse. But that's not the prompt on the screen, sir. The prompt is, in a world with plant-based options, breeding and unaliving animals for taste is unnecessary. So you have the opportunity to win some money if you're able to prove me wrong on that point. Are you able to do that?
I think, but let's. I think if we just let the cows and I don't know the animals live on a field and just when they die of when they're old,
Yeah, that's
that
not
we
what
can
happens,
eat
though.
them.
Yeah, that's not what happens though. Literally about 98% of scenarios in the West, we're taking animals' lives away from them at 25% of their natural lifespan. So we're literally robbing them of about 60 to 70% of their natural life is taken
Nigger.
away from them. Yeah. So
Nigger.
yeah. You're just getting blocked, so you're not going to be joining this live stream ever again. So I hope it was worth it to say that word that didn't even offend me, because you'll never be joining this live again. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Right, moving on. Yeah, stop putting the nerd emoji in the chat. Thank you so much. Right, let's have this person on the live.
Wow. Motherfucker.
What? Right, no,
With
but
your
you,
dish
right,
rap.
you
With
need
your
to,
dish rap.
you need to
With your
calm.
dish rap.
You need to.
Nah.
I have literally not used the word "nover" in the rap today. Okay.
Yes, you did. Twice
No, I-
last night.
Oh
One 6
my
days
goodness!
ago. One 6 days ago.
Nover is a nickname applicable to anything on this planet. Okay, I'm sorry that you
You
think
know
that
what,
it
Vegan
was
King,
automatically
right?
applied to
Your
Nover.
moderator, Happy Vegan, speaks to kids. You speak to kids. Everybody speaks to kids. You're all fucking
I'm sorry.
wrong.
So
You're all
when I bring,
wrong.
yeah,
You're all wrong.
Nover. Why don't you stop making accusations and let me speak? When I bring a guest up, before I ask them for their age, and they tell me that they're, and they tell me their age, is it? Am I am I expected to be psychic and? Hey, Nova, silence.
For months.
Silence. Am I expected to predict the age of the person before they even come up and speak? Are you saying that I should look into my crystal? Are you saying that I should look into my crystal ball and predict the? Are you saying that I should look into my crystal ball and predict the age of the guest before they even come up? Because I'm sorry to break it to you, Nova, I do not have psychic ability. So unfortunately, the only way that I can verify someone's age is actually by asking them how old they are, Nova. So I'm sorry that I don't have a crystal ball, and I hope that makes sense to you. Okay? Have a great day, Nova. Yeah? Thank you so much. All right, moving on. Right.
I'll fucking rape your mum in the asshole.
That's an immediate block. That's an immediate block. Yeah, that's an immediate block. Immediate block. Thank you so
Fucking
much. Blah, 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 blah. Immediate block. I don't get punished for it, you guys do. But anyway, we are going to restart the live, and I will be back in just 20 seconds. So if you are a troll, rose up from the struggle, now I'm rising up clean, vegan king status, yeah, and I'm chasing that dream. The streets raised me and they taught me how to move, now I'm leading with love, got nothing to prove. Yo, Brielle in the booth and we ain't looking back, because I'm focused on my mission and I'm staying on track. I used to run wild, now I run with the cause, and I'm helping the planet, not breaking them laws. I still got that grit and I know how to fight, and I channel it right, bringing peace to the light, from the block to the... Right, so apparently Jam Bucket is going to win the money in 2 minutes. So let's have Jam Bucket up. Right, just... Right, no, where is Jam Bucket?
No, I'm not Jazzy, but thank you for making that error.
What?
You brought some guy up called Jazzy. Anyway, how you doing? Do you know what, I'll be fair to you. Could you please prove what? No, could you please explain what "prove me wrong" means exactly?
Yeah, prove the claim on the screen is wrong. Yeah, get the butterflies off the screen, thank you, sir.
Okay, I need 2 minutes. You okay? You down?
You mean you're gonna... You need 2 minutes to do what?
I need 2 minutes just to prove you wrong, and then yeah.
Okay, go ahead, yeah.
Okay, so you're saying in a world with plant-based options, breeding unlive animals for taste is unnecessary, right?
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, we should take the most ethical option at all times. Is what you're saying, right?
No, I'm saying exactly what's on the screen.
Right, exactly. I see what you're trying to say. Anyway, however, I could also say, using the same logic, that in a world with photographers and real life people, using AI to create the image behind you was unnecessary. Do you kind of see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, the image behind me was unnecessary. I could have taken an edit. I could have taken a picture in real life.
You could have actually gone out. You could have had a photographer, for example. You could have gone outside yourself and done it. Instead, you used AI.
And who lost their life as a repercussion of me using AI?
Oh, well, actually, there is a study called "The Climate and Sustainable Implications of Generative AI." I'm happy to send it to you if you want. It's by Norman Bashir.
Okay.
So you've taken a less ethical option here by using AI instead of doing it yourself, using a human, creating jobs.
And who lost their life as a result of me doing that?
Who lost their life?
Yeah.
Let me just quickly find it. There's a part where it says how much they impact the environment. So impact the environment.
Wait. So ChatGPT generating an image for 2 seconds resulted in someone's life lost. I'd love to see the study on this, please.
It's not someone's life, no, but it's animals' lives. They're more like bugs because it does have an environmental impact. Let me quickly find what it's.
Okay, so just to clarify, you're saying that me generating a 3-second image on ChatGPT has resulted in an insect losing their life. Is that correct?
Yes, but that's not the main part of it. You are correct when you say that, yes, there has been a loss, but also you're not following your own logic. Is that not a bit of a hypocrite thing? Because you're saying take the most ethical choice at all times. Yeah, instead of actually taking this picture yourself, you used AI.
Wait. Where on the screen does it say that?
Say what?
You said that apparently I said to always take the most ethical choice at all times. Where on the screen does it say that?
That's what this says. If you want to read between the lines, in a world of plant-based options, take an animal's life is not necessary. So the ethical choice is the plant-based options.
Yeah, you can add, Jam, you love adding words to prompts. We're literally debating what's on the screen. I don't need to explain my prompt because it's very clear.
I'm saying your logic is flawed, mate. You're telling us to live one way, yet you yourself are not living that way.
Yeah, you have yet to provide any evidence that there is any.
I have, because you used AI. Are you going to tell me you did not use AI to generate this image behind you?
I absolutely did. You are yet to provide evidence that there has been any loss of life as a result of me generating a 3-second.
Yeah, it's in the study called "The Climate and Sustainable Impacts of Generative AI."
Yeah, okay, wait. Read that study again. I'm going to pull it up right now. The climate, go ahead.
The climate and sustainability impacts of generative AI. I can't tell the website, but it's by Norman Bashir, Priya Donti. It was released about a year ago. James Cuff. I don't know where exactly it's come from, but it is a study. Nova Chemicals to Opera. I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking at here.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm just pulling up the study right now. Give me a second. So it's called Climate and Sustainability of Generative AI. Is that correct?
Yes. So as I'm saying, man, the logic here is.
Wait. Give me 2 minutes because I actually need to read the study to see if what you're saying is true. So give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, no, it's good, man. I'll mute.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Is something funny?
No. One of the things it says here is a 2023 study published that using natural machine intelligence training a large AI model may consume hundreds of MWH of energy, but a single beef burger requires over 3,000 liters of water and emits more CO2 than 500 AI image generators. So it's basically saying on a mass scale, literally one burger does 500x the damage than generating 500 AI images. So what are we even debating here?
Okay, so you've completely changed the frame there, my friend, for some reason. So yes, as you've just mentioned, a very interesting state about was it about trading takes up was it 100 liters or was it what you said? The exact number?
Yeah, so it says a single beef burger requires over 3.
No, the AI version. We're not comparing it to beef burgers here. The AI version. Beef burgers.
Training a single large AI model may consume hundreds of MWH of energy. But
right, so there's a massive energy consumption.
I need to finish the sentence. It says, but a single beef burger requires over 3,000 liters of water and emits more CO2 than 500 AI image generations. So let's just get back to the initial claim. So you've said that what I'm doing is actually causing harm. In what way? So where exactly is the harm? Is there an animal losing their life? You said there was an insect losing their life. So where is the substantial evidence from this study that states that me generating an image on ChatGPT has resulted in an insect losing their life?
Yeah.
Because I don't see that
So
anywhere.
it releases greenhouse gases and climate and issues for the climate, essentially, right? That causes issues down the line. So maybe not directly right now, but increases to them. You've also said it uses up a ridiculous amount of energy. So I think it's very logical. Maybe it's not in the study. It's very logical to assume that all the energy is having an impact on the local thing. So, for example, if they had to build a data center,
No, by the way,
I'm sure
this
many animals would disperse.
this study that you mentioned in no way, shape, or form examines any impact on wildlife, ecosystems, animal deaths, habitat loss. It's literally strictly it's strictly about computing energy footprint. So what you just said about an insect losing their life is just purely based off your own speculation. It's not based on anything in this study whatsoever.
Okay,
And if it
do you
is based on
think
the
that
study-
I am wrong then? Because logically it would make sense that insects have lost their life because of it.
Wait, you're saying that me generating a 3-second image on ChatGPT has resulted in an insect losing their life. I know that that's not true, but I granted you the ability to give me any study that proved your claim to be correct. The study that you named has no examination whatsoever on any impact of AI generation on any kind of wildlife, ecosystem, animal death, habitat loss, anything whatsoever. It's purely based on energy consumption. So please tell me how this study proves your point in any way, shape, or form.
Does energy consumption not disrupt insects and animals? Data centers being built, so forth.
Provide me evidence that the energy consumed to generate one ChatGPT image has directly correlated to the loss of an insect.
There is not going to be any evidence on that, but logically you can assume that it would.
No, logically you cannot assume that it would, because people are generating hundreds and thousands of images every day in certain regions, and you to now claim that every time an image is generated, an insect loses.
No, not every time, no, but because of AI, which was my main point here. You've used AI instead of making this picture yourself. That's the unethical part, my friend.
I have yet to see a single shred of evidence that points to any kind of animal harm from me generating this image. If you want to talk about the AI industry as a whole, I can probably say that the energy consumption might have some repercussions on animal agriculture, but you are talking about me specifically, you are talking about my image specifically. So can you please present to me evidence that shows that me generating this image has resulted in an insect losing their life? Go ahead.
I'm actually talking about the ethics of you using AI instead of doing it yourself. Insect AI is just how it is. That's just how it works. Please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. The whole insect thing, that's just currently sort of a measurement, right? That's sort of like, because obviously there's not going to be a study saying,
Because it would be absolutely nonsensical. No one would even
Exactly.
double digits would ever make a claim that generating an image on ChatGPT has resulted in an insect.
You changed it to generate an image. I'm talking about AI in general. You're saying that your individual making this image.
You specifically talked about my image generation, and that is what you.
Yes, as ethics.
Yeah, but I am not responsible for the AI industry. I'm only responsible for my impact on the industry. So you are yet to provide any evidence whatsoever that me using this image over here has resulted in an insect losing their life. Again, like all of your arguments, the only place where you get your information from is your head. Because even the study that you
How did you make, what did you use to make the image?
ChatGPT.
Right, how does ChatGPT run? Data centers, right? Are you saying those data centers have an absolutely no impact on the environment or anything?
Jam. We're not talking about the data center as a whole. We're talking about my energy usage.
No, we're not.
From the data center.
No, we're not.
We're not talking about the AI industry. We're talking about my impact.
I promise you, this is not a discussion about you creating this image has caused X, Y, Z. My initial point was
Wait, Jam. I'm not here to debate the AI industry's impact on the environment. That's not what we're here to discuss. We're here to discuss the prompt on the screen. The reason I even entertained the discussion was because you brought me into it personally by mentioning this image that I generated on GPT, which has no equivocal empirical data or statistics whatsoever to show that me generating image has resulted in an insect losing their life. So let's just dismiss that claim as absolute garbage based off the fact the only place it came from is your head and speculation. Let's actually debate the point on the screen, which is what we're here to do. In a world with plant-based options, breeding and unaliving animals for taste is unnecessary. Would you like to prove me wrong on that, please?
I'll make a final point. Ralph, we don't need a study on it. It logically makes sense that there's going to be an issue.
Yeah, so I respect your opinion, Jam, but we don't go off people's opinions.
Are you seriously saying that you don't think that AI
I will be
has at
very
least ended
specific.
some animals?
I will be very specific. Me generating an image has had absolutely no impact on the environment whatsoever. Because
Well, even though it's used 1,000 WKH, as you said like 10 minutes ago.
no, that was literally talking about generating large AI models. It's talking about creating and training
The
those
energy,
models.
which you're currently
Me as an individual user using 3 seconds of GPT's data center is having no impact on the environment. That is correct. Your claim was that insects are there is an insect that's lost its life from my generation. Are you happy to dismiss that claim as
Again,
absolute?
it wasn't about the insect. That was a measurement we were using.
But you used
You're
that
trying to
measurement.
say-
And when I asked you for evidence, you gave me a study that has literally no. Imagine I actually took your word for it and I didn't look at the study. We would have actually thought that you had just provided evidence, which was completely disingenuous because the study that you provided has absolutely no examination on wildlife, ecosystem, animal death, nothing. So you just gave me a study that has absolutely no relevance to your argument with regards to generating images on AI and animals losing their life. So you literally lied coming onto this live by using that
saying I'm
claim
a
and saying
liar.
you had. Well, I'm not saying you're a liar, Jam. I'm saying what you said was disingenuous based on the fact that you made a claim, and when I asked for evidence, you provided a study that has absolutely no proof, that has no mention of proving anything about what you said. In fact, it doesn't even look at the aspect of what you're claiming. It doesn't look at wildlife. It doesn't look at animal death. It doesn't look at anything like that. So either you didn't read the study, which is what probably happened here, because if you read the study, you would see it doesn't actually prove your point, or you were aware that the study didn't prove your point, but you mentioned it anyway in the hopes that I wouldn't read it and find out that it doesn't have any relevance to your point. Either one being very disingenuous, because either you were aware it had no relevance, or you weren't aware and brought it up anyway. And either one is disingenuous because you didn't actually know what you were presenting and you claimed it proved your point, which it didn't. Makes sense?
Anyway, so look, the study is meant to just prove how much energy AI requires. That's what a study does, right? It's not about specific insects. It isn't a study because I'm not gonna lie. There's probably not going to be a study about.
I agree with you, by the way. I agree with you. I'm aware that like data centers and computation power, it could potentially have knock-on effects on the environment. I think that's something we can all agree on. Now, but when we're talking about me as an individual, because that's what we're referring to, you can't now hold me responsible for the whole AI industry because I'm not responsible, right? So whatever you're saying about the AI industry has no implications on me based off this image generation.
Your use of it though, because
Yeah,
you
but
use
now
AI
you have
instead
to-
of going out and doing it yourself.
Yes, but you so tell me, Jam, how am I going to get 3 living animals to fit into a burger patty? Go ahead, give me the explanation.
I would assume you would use babies' heads, and you would have to design the burger yourself.
Okay, so just to clarify, you're telling me as a vegan to go and purchase 3 animals' heads, and how would I fit that into a regular patty? Go ahead, a burger bun.
You would make the burger yourself. It's possible, but actually, this
Okay,
actually is an
just
interesting point.
okay, wait. So just to clarify, what you're proposing here is that I should go pay for an animal to lose their life, even though we can see empirical data that it takes 500x the environmental damage to generate a burger than it does to actually use an AI model, which already, by the way, on your own study, empirically proves you to be absolutely 100% incorrect because there's way more significant damage being done to the environment from paying for an animal to lose their life and be bred into existence and feed and give that animal nutrition while it's alive. It's already been proven that. So your claim is completely false, but let's just say I entertain it for a second. I've gone and paid for a cow and a pig to be unalived. I've now got their heads. So number one, that defies veganism completely because I paid for the leading cause of the planet's destruction. I paid for animals to be unalived, and I paid for the leading cause of the environmental damage, which doesn't just potentially unalive insects, it does factually unalive insects, and it does unalive animals. How am I now going to obtain a burger patty that's big enough to fit real animals' heads in it? Go ahead, please.
Okay, well, look, King, I'm sorry to do this here, and for many people, this will be the win. Those animals in the burger, they're not dead. They're emotive. They're alive still. They're screaming in pain. They are not dead.
Okay, yeah. So how? Okay, let's just say I grant that.
Yeah, it's not getting free animals, mate. So already,
Wait. You suggested that this image can be generated in real life. So rather than me asking you questions, go ahead and explain to me how that could be done, please.
Okay. So first of all, you would probably yourself do it or hire a photographer, right? That's obviously more ethical because now you're hiring someone, giving them money, blah, blah,
Yeah.
right? You would then, I'd assume you go to a farm and then you would set this up. So perhaps you would If you use a prop or you would make the food yourself, then maybe give it to them afterwards, blah, blah. It is possible to make this, which is the whole point.
Yeah,
which
I'm
is
asking
what I
you
was saying
how.
earlier.
Because you're the one making the claim that it's possible to fit 3 animals' heads while they're alive, apparently, into a burger bun. So please explain to me how that's possible. I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, so you just change the size of the burger.
Okay, so make huge burger buns, okay, and then how would I get the animals' heads into the burger?
I don't know why you're trying to discredit me on this one, my friend, because the whole point here is that, you've taken the unethical route.
I'm
Well,
discrediting
you're
it
telling us
based
to take the ethical route.
I'm
This is, I agree.
you said you don't know why I'm discrediting it off the fact that it's complete nonsense, because the whole argument that you're making is it's unethical because of AI's whole damage to the industry. But the solution that you're proposing is an option that does even significantly more damage to the environment. So your whole argument is advocating for an option that causes more issues around the problem that you're complaining about. So your whole argument is completely fallen down on
You're
itself.
saying it cause issues. This is not cause issues. You're the one saying they're dead. They're not dead.
But I would be paying for animals to be abused, right? So just to clarify,
Well,
do you
suppose
see
for a quick second that would be abused.
do you see an animal's body in that picture? Because look at the cow's head, for example. Do you see a cow's body attached to the head?
I do not, but I see emotion.
Fantastic. So just to clarify, when a head of a being is off the body, what does that typically mean, Jam?
That would typically mean that it's been beheaded. However, this
Thank you
photo
so
is
much.
behind
And
is
let's look
black.
at- and let's
This is
look-
easy. We could say this is a black cloak, mate.
Right. Okay. So we can clarify that these animals are not living. Okay. Look at the one in the middle. Okay. It's clearly unalived. You can clearly see that. But let's
I'm not
just-
gonna lie. No, this looks like emotion to me. Man. I don't care what you say. This honestly looks like emotion.
I
know you think I'm full of shit. This looks like emotion to me.
I respect your perception, Jan, but look, let me explain it really simply, right? So you're suggesting that I could have generated this image in real life. However, that would have required me to actually pay towards animals being abused and unalived. Now, realistically, I can't go to a farm and say, "Hey, buddy, I would like to, rent your animals to put them into a burger, and then potentially do X, Y, and Z." We can see that the animals have no body, which implies they've been unalived. Now, if I pay for animals to be unalived, the damage that I'm causing to the environment is already proven based off your own study to be way, way, way more damaging to the environment. And we know factually that's going to result in insects losing their life and animals losing their life. So the fact that you're proposing a solution to the problem, which causes even more problems about the issue you're complaining about, is completely circular. It makes no logical sense because you're proposing a solution that causes more issues to the issue that you're complaining about.
Not cause
So
more
how does
issues.
that make
Actually,
any sense?
if we say more issues, right? Let's for a second assume these animals are dead, right?
Okay.
This is 3 dead animals. Compared to the impact of AI, which is it's adding to climate change.
Wait,
That's an issue down the line.
where am I obtaining 3 animals' heads from?
I would assume the animals.
Right. So if I'm paying for the animals to be unalive so that I can specifically use their body in a way that I can design into a burger, I have paid an industry to basically breed animals into existence and unalive them. I've paid towards the demand of that supply.
You have. You've also.
Fantastic.
You've also
now
contributed.
I've paid. I've not just paid for those animals to be unalived. I've paid for every single plant that those animals have consumed, all of the pesticides that have gone to grow into those plants, which include probably 10 to hundreds of insects losing their life. So your solution is to unalive hundreds of insects factually, instead of potentially unaliving one insect when there's actually no evidence that generating one image actually results in one insect. Jam, it's completely
I don't
ridiculous.
understand. You've gone back to no evidence. You've even admitted that there probably is an issue. You've already said.
Wait,
there's
Jam,
most
I said the AI industry as a whole. As a whole, meaning all the data centers around the world, yes, there is probably an environmental damage, but I am not responsible for the whole AI
Right, are you
industry.
not using that though? Because this is the exact same argument. If you're going and eating the cow, you are using the, let's say, dairy industry, right? If you're using AI, you're using the AI industry. It's the exact same logic.
Right, so you need to provide empirical evidence that me generating an image is resulting in an animal
Right,
losing
but
their
no,
life.
King, I don't need to because you've already just said.
Wait. The solution that you're proposing is factually already proven to destroy the planet and unalive insects and animals. You're saying that the option that I'm using must be causing more damage. Is it causing more damage than the option you're proposing? Yes or no?
The option I propose kills 3 animals, and yes, you might be right. There might be a loss because of the
It's
pesticide.
not. Wait, Jam. It's not might be right. Factually, logically, common sense would tell you that more insects are going to be unalived from me unaliving 3 animals compared to me generating an image on ChatGPT. Jam. Come on, bro. Just be honest. It's common sense. We know factually that we don't even have evidence that an insect was unalive through me generating an image. But let's just say out of nowhere, I grant you that. Let's just say every image that I generate on ChatGPT results in one ant losing their life. We know that there is substantially more insects losing their life from this burger from me actually unaliving 3 animals. So why are we even arguing this when common sense tells you that the solution that you're proposing leads to way more death in the animals that you're claiming we should care
Because
about?
King, you said you grant it's very likely that there are issues from the AI data set, right? So even if there's no evidence of that, right? You believe there is. So you did that knowing you believe, even if you're right or wrong, you believe there was going to be issues from doing that, and you did that.
Yes, and
Right, so
Jam,
that's wrong.
when I walk out my house, I accept that there's a risk I might step on an insect. Does that now mean that I should sit inside my house like a hermit? No, it doesn't, Jam. This comes back.
That does not. No, but then if you
and let me
say
finish.
to me,
this comes back
don't.
to this comes back to the definition of veganism. It's about reducing animal cruelty as much as practicable and possible. Is it possible for me to go and unalive 3 animals? Yes. Would that result in me defying veganism? Yes. Would that result in more harm to insects and animals? Yes. Would that result in more harm to the planet? Yes. So the solution that you're proposing causes more issues in the area that you are complaining about than me generating an image. So how are you even logically as an adult making this argument and proposing a solution that we know factually based off actual science and studies proves significantly more damage to the environment and the planet than me generating an image based off your proposal and your assumption that it causes an insect to lose its life? Because even Jam, even if I grant you that one ant loses its life from me generating an image, this damage that is done from me unaliving 3 animals, which is your proposal, far outweighs that damage. So how are you proposing a solution that causes more damage to insects than my option if it causes one insect to lose its life? Please explain that to me logically.
Okay, so first of all, you need to stop saying even if I grant you, you've already granted that yes, it most likely just causes issues. You've already admitted
No, Jam, listen very carefully. I said, if I grant you that me generating one image on ChatGPT,
You've already said that.
Wait. If I said that me generating one image on ChatGPT results in one insect losing their life, I'm saying even though there's zero evidence on that whatsoever, I'm saying let's just say for the sake of entertaining this conversation,
You believe it, King. You believe it. You said it earlier. You believe it does cause issues.
I said that the I'm going to say it really slowly, the AI industry as a whole, that means all of artificial intelligence, data centers, hardware, infrastructure, as a whole, the industry could potentially have an impact on the environment.
Well, you said it most likely does.
You are now comparing billions of usage compared to one user generating one image. You cannot compare me generating one image's environmental impact to the whole bloody AI planetary impact of AI as a whole. That is what I'm explaining. So I'm just saying for entertainment's sake, I'm granting you that me generating one image unalives one insect, even though there's no evidence of that. Okay, so no, I'm not saying that I agree with you. I'm saying that the AI industry as a whole.
And King, this is the thing. It's the exact same. Your logic isn't making sense here. Because if I said to you,
I promise you are not making sense.
King, let me say one final thing because we're all getting close to Magic Hour. Let me say one final thing, right?
Yes,
if I went,
it's 5:30, right?
Has he changed it?
Wait, what time is he coming on?
I have no idea. I was about to say one thing, and it's 5:02 in a second. I was about to say one thing and then dip, but he probably. Okay, this thing. If I said to you, look, I'm going to go and eat a steak from the shop. You know, I've not killed a cow or anything. You go, nope, you're still funding the industry. It's the exact same with AI. You're still contributing and being a beneficiary of the industry. It's the exact same logic, which is what my thing. This is how I think you're wrong, right?
Because you're not following the logic. Let me explain something to you. Wait. Let me explain something to you. Yes, you're correct. If I fund an industry that I know is actually causing a damage to animals' lives, that would be bad in the sense that it was actually unaliving animals. Number one, we have no evidence that it is unaliving animals. What I granted you is the AI industry as a whole is probably causing some environmental damage, right? But now let's equate what I have gained from generating this image. Let's just say, again, I grant you that me generating this image resulted in one insect losing its life. From me using this image as my background over the last year and 2 months, how many people have I helped go vegan and how many animals' lives have I saved? It's not even comparable the amount of reduction in insect deaths from me using this image compared to me not using this
I
image.
agree with you.
So
However, we're not talking about after the fact.
actually, it's not even that I've caused environmental damage. I've actually protected the environment. I've actually saved insects' lives and I've saved animals' lives from using the image. So it's actually directly the opposite. Me using this image has actually had a net positive utility on the planet as a whole compared to me just generating an image for no reason. Okay?
So
But
if I buy meat and then give it to a homeless person, is that okay to buy meat?
um,
Exactly. You know what I mean? It's the exact same logic.
wait. No, it's not the same logic. That's an interesting question. I have to think about that. If you bought meat, no, it's not because you didn't need to buy meat. If you found if you found meat on the street and you gave it to a homeless person, that's fine. Because a homeless person needs to eat. But when you
Exactly.
buy
So afterwards doesn't matter. It's at the point of that. So you used AI, and you strongly believed it was causing issues. It's the exact same logic.
Jam. Please be very specific. I've explained it 3 times, or I'll explain it again. I granted you that the AI industry as a whole, please listen to the words. I'm not talking about me.
I'm not talking about you either. I'm saying that, look, you believe it causes issues and you're still contributing to it.
I didn't say, I said there's a potential that the AI industry could be causing environmental damage. Now that compared to me causing environmental damage as an individual user generating one image is completely based on hypothetical. There's no evidence granted whatsoever. But do you know what we do have evidence for, Jam? We have evidence that the proposal that you're suggesting contributes to significant animal deforestation and insect death. So you are proposing a solution to me generating image by saying that I should unalive even more insects. So you are saying, don't unalive one insect from generating this image, unalive 1,000 by using an alternative instead. Does that make any sense to you, Jam? Does that make any sense to you? You're saying don't unalive the insect by generating the image. Instead, use my proposal, which will result in 1,000 insects being unalived. Does that make sense to you?
You know it's not what I said, but anyway, I'm gonna dip because the time is now. Well, good speaking to you, man.
Well, take care, Jam.
Take the L, man.
Yeah. Anyway, look, the only reason I was happy to have a different debate with Jam is because I enjoy debating with him. But, you know, for future guests, can we please stick to the prompt on the screen? If you're going to make ridiculous claims, back it up with evidence. When I look up the evidence, it should actually prove your point to be correct. If it doesn't actually have any mention of what you mentioned, then we're purely just debating hypotheticals. But I don't mind doing that. Most vegans have an issue debating hypothetical scenarios. I actually don't have an issue doing that. Come on, Jam. Oh my God. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe in person, if I explained it, it would register properly. But I'll just summarize it really quickly. The proposal that you're suggesting unalives 1,000 insects, and that's based off the basis that I even grant you that me generating an image unalives one insect. So you're saying, hey, VK, don't unalive one insect, unalive 1,000 instead. Like that's literally the argument. I know you didn't say that word for word, but that's what you're suggesting. Your proposal for the alternative way to generate this image is unaliving 3 animals, which would definitely result in thousands of insects losing their life. So you are quite literally saying, hey, even though we have no evidence that you generating this image unalives one insect, I grant you that anyway. You're saying don't unalive one insect, unalive 1,000 instead. It's completely nonsensical, and you can't even argue that. It genuinely makes no sense. But I think anyone who can follow the logic knows that that's correct. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, I would like to know what time our friend Samaritan is going to be going live. Because if it's in 3 minutes, I will be hopping off because I would like to check that out. Does anyone know what time Samaritan's going to be live? Does anybody know what time he's going to be live? In 2 minutes. Okay. Why? Why are you scared of me? I don't think I've ever seen a man who's so intelligent that people fear him. Genuinely. I obviously know that men in society that people are feared because they're strong and they're powerful and they're in positions of, you know, high power and control and all of that kind of stuff, right? But I don't think I've ever seen a man that's so intelligent that he actually intimidates other people with his intelligence. I genuinely mean it. I think I'm the first person that I know who intimidates people with their intelligence. It's actually crazy. Nobody wants to debate me. Nobody actually wants to come up here. 420 people and not one of you Not one of you want to come up here and debate me and the chance of winning some free money. Not a single one of you. How is this not evidence, guys, that people are scared of me? Is this not literally evidence that people are terrified to debate me? Lobo, please bring up the next guest. Preferably someone, as I said, we haven't spoken to, because those are the people that are likely going to come up and debate, Not people like Nicky Mac who want to come up here to tell us that they consumed a Big Mac for their lunch,
Hello?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know who this is, yeah. Hi, Clara.
Yeah. Hey, so were you happy that I saw Nicky Mac yesterday?
You saw Nicky
Because I
Mac?
sure was. Yeah, like we went to Cedar Point and all that fun stuff together.
You went on a date with Nicky Mac?
No. I'm engaged.
Wait, you met him IRL?
Yes. So he lives like an hour or so close to us.
Wait, were you the lady with the guy in the background that Nicky Mac took a video with? Was that you?
We met him. Yeah, we met him in real life.
Oh my god, so he was third wheeling with you?
No. He didn't third wheel. He actually
Wait. If a couple go out and somebody tags along, is that not definition of a third wheel?
It wasn't a third wheel. It was more of like we asked him if he could come along because we wanted to meet him up in person.
Yeah, I feel bad. I'm gonna let him up. I feel bad laughing at him. It's okay. Let him.
It's not a third wheel.
No, the lovely lady I was with was in the bathroom at the time.
Okay, Nicky Mac. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Hey, why are you so pissed off?
But my boyfriend did get a Crunchwrap Supreme.
Oh shit. Okay, King, why are you so pissed off at me?
I'm not, Nicky Mac.
Really? Then what? Our DMs say different.
But buddy, you literally messaged me, yeah? I'm actually baffled. You messaged me saying, I saw the video with you and Mossy. And I said,
What
where
video
is the
with you
video?
and Mossy?
I said, where is the video? Who uploaded it? And you said, what video? And I said,
Yeah,
the
what
video of
video?
Mossy. And you said, what video of Mossy? I'm like, bro.
What video of me and Mossy?
You literally messaged
What
me.
video of me and Mossy?
Why is that funny, guys? That's literally a baby lying there, guys. That's a baby. Why are you laughing? Where is your empathy? Where is your compassion? My fellow humans, are we seriously that? Are we seriously that low that we're gonna laugh at the body of an innocent animal? That's not even an adult. That's not even a teenager. That's a baby. Why are you laughing? That's actually shocking. That's horrible, guys. To the non-vegans like this, right, who actually feel bad. Where is it? Where is that non-vegan? Yeah. To you, sir. To you, sir. You said you feel super bad. Do you know what that means, Rehan? It means that you have a heart and your empathy is not turned off. So rather than ignoring your heart telling you that something is wrong, why don't you listen to your heart? If you feel bad seeing these things, your heart is communicating with you. It's saying, hey, Rehan, I don't like seeing animals in distress and pain. So why don't you listen to your heart and stop paying for those animals to be in those circumstances, Rehan? Yeah? Get that chicken off the screen, okay? Thank you so much. Right, let's have our next guest on the live. How do you, please? Exhibit A of why you should go vegan, guys. Here is a non-vegan in their natural habitat, conducting their natural activities. Please go right ahead, sir. Continue what you were doing, please.
Yeah, sure.
It's very...
My toilet's now out. That's a shame. You broke my toilet, man.
Get off the line. And this is reason one why you should go vegan. Oh, trust me, guys, we are going to have loads of examples of non-vegans in their natural habitat. So vegans, strap along for the journey. You are going to really enjoy having a constant reminder of why you went vegan and why you will never go back. Yeah? Fantastic. Right, new guest, how old are you, please?
Okay. I'm 14. My name Javion.
No. Get him off. There's no I'm 14 anything. No. Lobo, bring up the next guest, please. Lobo, next guest, please. Yo, how old are you, please?
I mean, I love meat.
Exhibit B of why you should go vegan, guys. This is Exhibit B of why you need to go vegan. I'm not going to say anything because I'm not going to communicate with this individual, but I think it's very important for you guys to listen to how the average listen to how the average non-vegan conducts themselves. Please listen.
Please, I want meat. 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 You have
So it's very, very important that you guys pay very close attention to how these people conduct themselves, because this is how your average non-vegan acts in their natural habitat. Yes, I did remove them. Okay, Tiffany? I did remove them. Thank you very much. Bring up the next guest, please. Did I ask if my slurp was loud, Michael? Did I ask?
Nigga, eat, kill animals.
Get him off. Get him out. Next guest, please. Get him off. 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 I'm sorry, guys. I had earphones in and that was really loud. I wasn't scared, but it really hurt my ears. That was a genuine reflex reaction. Okay. I was not screaming. My ears are in pain right now. I'm going to take my earphones out. I'm not going to do that anymore. Right, Chowdy, please. Thank you, Ramen. Howdy, please. Hello? 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 Yeah, get him off, please. Get him off. Right to the Persian. Persian with my name. Get the hat up. No. Get him off. Get him off. Get him off. Get him off. Guys, do you know what informed consent is? Do you guys know what informed consent is? I have not consented to seeing animals' bodies. You are violating me as an individual right now by not letting me consent. You have not asked me for my consent to do this kind of thing. You are partaking in non-consensual activities right now. You are partaking in non-consensual activities. Do not show me the bodies of animals. I do not consent to this. I am very, very clear. I do not consent to seeing animals' bodies. Bring up the next guest, please, Lobo. Hey, Lobo, anyone in the chat saying that they're going to debate me? Bring them up, please. Yeah? How? What do you want?
I am 28 and I'm on my way to UK to give you some back shots.
What? Get him off. Get him off. Get him off. Get him off.
I have a back shot too.
Can you guys imagine if the genders were different in that conversation? You guys would be treating this discussion very differently. Right? Just think about that for a second. Yeah? Just think about that for a second. We are so oppressed as men, it's actually crazy. We are so oppressed. Right, bring the next guest up, please. Bring the next guest up, please. Hurry up. Hello? 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 Marge, can I have the next guest, please? Marge? Marge! Thank you, Lobo. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you.
Bro, why when they say you something, you cry like a little bitch? Bro, why? Bro, yeah, cry.
Got him Do you think I logged in today to be called a little bee by a little child? Do you guys think that I am sat here as a big-built, smart, attractive, entrepreneurial man to log into this application to be insulted and called a little bee by a child? Do you think that is my purpose for sitting here? Yeah! Bring the next guest up. Bring the next guest up. Right, to the person called It's Jim. Get that working dog off my screen. Thank you very much. This is my domain. This is my space. You will follow my rules. If you're not prepared to follow my rules, that is fine. You can exit this live. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good day. Take care. Goodbye. Howdy, please. Lobo, why did you mute him? Oh, Lobo. Next guest, please. Next guest, please. Howdy, please.
You need to light a joint and chill the fuck out, bro. God.
Get him off. Get him off.
Just light a joint, gang. You don't get a bird.
Next guest, please. Oh, this is going absolutely phenomenal. This is going so... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Thank you so much, Lobo. Just the person I wanted to speak to. Oh, my goodness, Antonio. I'm so happy to see you. How are you doing? I've kind of redesigned it recently. And I basically... Okay, keep her. It's fine. It's fine. I feel bad.
I don't feel bad for me. I have some really exciting news.
Hurry up.
Well, but you know how Ghoul has that lovely sister Mada?
Oh, yeah, she is quite lovely, yes.
She is lovely. Actually, do you want to bring Ghoul up? Because, like, he might...
Wait, is she with her
really be
now?
here for the news. I think so.
Oh my God, wait, I think I see her.
Let Ghoul up.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's here.
I'm so sorry, Anthony. Just give me a moment, please. I've got a situation to deal with.
Hi. Where's Antonia? Hey, let Antonia up.
How's it going, darling? You good, yeah?
No. Let Antonia and Ghoul up.
What were you today, though? What are you doing and what are you up to and stuff like that?
You know that Antonia bought me for 6 camels. She bought me for 6 camels from Sebastian.
Don't worry about Antonio right now. It's me and you, yeah? Listen, I was thinking, yeah? We've been chatting back and forth for a while now. I think it's time that me and you link up and like, you know, like see what going in there, you get me?
So are we both going to live in the attic at your mom's house?
Darling, man's in a mansion. Have you not seen man's videos in there?
Please let Antonia up
Darling,
too.
look. It's very rare that a man in the top 0.1% of society would give you time of day. So I really think you need to treat this opportunity, you know, with the grace that it is, you know, very well deserving of. Yeah. You know,
I still wanted to let Antonia up as well.
Are you still with Sebastian?
I'm still with Sebastian, but Antonia bought me for 6 camels.
When are you ready for the next generation, the next model? When do you want to upgrade? When would you like to upgrade, Maddie? Huh?
To live with your mom.
My mother lives with me. Maddie, doesn't it give you comfort to know that I am the type of man who can take care of ladies? Maddie, you will never have to work another day in your life. Is that not sound amazing?
Because of your, like, rap career.
Right. That is an up-and-coming career that I'd like to prefer.
Are you getting mad?
Right, look.
It was just a question.
Right. Where would you like to go on our first date?
Well, you promised to take me and my mother to Paris.
Right, look. There are a few other ladies currently applying for the position of side piece. So could you tell me what makes you stand out for the other candidates currently applying for this position?
But you know, I'm not applying.
No, you are applying. You're obviously not going to admit it, but I can tell from your tonality and the way you're laughing right now, and the fact you have a smile on your face, it's very indicative of how you truly feel about me, you know?
Yeah, because I'm the one who's playing the fancy pantsy music.
Anyway, darling, look,
right?
stop talking for a second, yeah? So yeah, what makes you stand out for the other applicants? Go ahead.
But I'm not an applicant.
All right, you know what? Application rejected. Moving on. Right. Right, let's see who else we have on the line today.
Yo.
Yeah, how old are you, please?
Alright, that's it.
Oh, Maddie, if you could potentially not tell Gal that that happened, I would appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, sorry, new guest, how old are you, please?
Alright, listen, I'll debate you, but like I'm 14, but I'll debate you.
No,
right?
you have to be 18 or above. There's no wait. It's TikTok's rules, bro. You know, we cannot have children on the live. I apologize. Pete, stop. But thank you for being honest about your age. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. Right. Right. Right, let's have this person. Right, get the hat off the screen, please.
Hey, I have a question about you. Have you heard about the steer industry?
How old are you?
I am 18. I just got it. I just am freshly out of it, sadly. It was a great industry. It's a photo of my freshman year.
Sorry, you got out of what?
The steer industry. So steer? Do you know what it is?
That means. No, what is that?
It is where we show cattle and we raise them. Now, let me explain how.
What do you mean by you show? What do you mean you show them?
We put them in halters, and for the most part, they're raised better than any cow that you can ever imagine.
What do you mean by you show them? What does that mean? You show them to who?
Judges. It is a very profitable business. I know multiple.
Wait. Do you mean like you use them as zoos, like zoo animal, like circus animals?
Some people think that way, but no.
Wait, so you exploit animals to do tricks so that you can make money?
Okay, sir. I respect it. That is how you thinking, but I'm explaining.
I'm asking you. I don't know. I'm asking.
I know. I'm explaining it. Just let me explain it, please.
Go ahead.
So at the shows, we feed them and we do all this and wash them and we do everything that we can to make their lives the best that they can. Now there is some people that do very bad things to them, but I'm not one of those people.
What do they do for you?
What?
What do the animals do for you? Zach 5060, thank you for the roast. Sure.
They make us lots of money and meat for us to eat. But that is not the point. We're just
Oh my! You are so generous, sir. Your
Sir.
animals that are making you money, you give them food, and you
Sir.
give them water. That is so generous of you. Oh my goodness, guys! This man should have an award. He is not only feeding and giving them water, but he is making them work day in and day out so he can profit off their hard work. What a fantastic representation of masculinity.
How do you turn on the camera so I can show you just what they're doing right now and how much work we put into just raising these cattle?
Is that meant to make it better, sir, that you're exploiting these animals for money?
Sir, if these cattle were let out on the pasture, they would die. Because
No,
they don't
that
know
does
how
not
to
give
take
you a
care of
hey,
themselves.
that doesn't give you the justification to exploit them for their whole life.
My
So
life
you can
ain't very
make
long,
money. Bro, these are not machines. They're not robots. You realize these are living, breathing, sentient, emotional beings, right? You realize they think and they feel and they see and they breathe and they walk and they touch and they smell and they taste, right?
Okay, well, let me
Why
put it
are
this
you
way.
why are you why are
Do
you
you have
treating
a
them like
job?
robots?
Do you
Why-
have a job?
Why are you treating? Yes, I have many jobs, sir. But what does that have to do with our conversation?
Just that is their job. They are.
Oh my goodness! Are you going to try and compare a human adult consenting to do a job compared to an animal that was forced to work with nothing but food in return so that you can make money? Are you actually comparing slavery to consent work?
Sir, you are.
Those animals are your slaves. They have not provided consent, nor can they provide consent to be working for you. You are feeding them so that you can continue making money off them. They are your money-making machines, and the only reason you look after them is so that you can ensure that they make you more money. So please don't come up here, sir, and pretend as if you are looking after these animals. You are exploiting them, and they are your slaves. They work for you. And they have not given you consent to work for you. You use them as robots and machines to make money, and you think that's okay?
Okay. Do you know of any pasture cattle that don't live up close to us, that live out in pasture, that get protected from coyotes, cougars, wolves, and any other things that
They
could
need protection
kill
from
them?
you. They need You're the one forcing them to work every day when they don't make anything out of it. They need protection from. In fact, they would probably be happy if a coyote came in and ended it, so that way they don't have to work for the next 10 years of their life doing something they don't want to do for nothing in return.
What
They
do you
need protection from you, sir.
What do you think that they're doing in this?
It doesn't matter what you're doing with them. You need to let them live their life how they choose to. Give them to a sanctuary and let them just live out their days eating grass and doing whatever they want to do. Do not exploit them to make money. For the same reason that it would be wrong to take a human being and make them work for you so you can make money while not giving them anything in return, that is classed as slavery. You're doing the same thing to the animal. Just because it looks different to you and it sounds different does not mean that it's not worthy of moral consideration, sir. They feel pain and they suffer too. So that you should consider that and stop, forcing them to do work that they clearly can't consent to doing. Animals can't give consent, right? Just like a child can't give consent. Because
Okay, I have this steer. I have this steer that I kept from last year. He didn't do very good, so we had to keep him. So, this calf is the sweetest calf that you'll ever know.
Thank you, Five.
And most cow. Have you ever been around cattle?
Yes.
Okay, so most of the time, if they're around bad humans, they'll run. Correct?
Not necessarily. If they're always around bad people, they come accustomed to it, right? The same way if a child was raised in a family of thieves and robbers, the child's not going to know any different, right? They're just going to think that this is normal. They get normalized to what they're around.
No. So
Yes.
you're saying if a child is beaten daily, they're just going to be warmed up to
Did I say that?
adults.
Did I say that?
No, that is what I'm getting out of. Am I wrong?
No, I literally spoke very clear English. There's no need for you to change the words that I used. You can use the exact example I gave you. If a child is brought up around thieves and robbers, they would be normalized to it. So those people could be very bad people, but that's all they know. In the same way, an innocent cow is accustomed to its environment. There's a saying: a shark can only grow as big as the tank that you put it in. It's exactly the same. If you don't engage with the cow, if you don't teach it, if you don't show it love and empathy, it's going to be very dumb and passive and docile. In the same way, a lot of people say pigs and cows are dumb. No, it's because you don't interact with them, you don't engage with them, you don't teach them, you don't learn them, you don't love them, you don't show them affection. Just like a child needs nurturing and growing and compassion and empathy and engagement is the exact same reasons an animal does, so they can develop properly and understand how to interact and learn.
Okay. Have you ever worked cattle on a ranch?
Yeah, stop asking me irrelevant questions. Just tell me.
No. If you'll let me ask these questions, you will see how they become relevant.
There's nothing that you can tell me that justifies you making money off exploiting animals. There's nothing you can say. So this conversation's a complete waste of time. The only thing that I'd say is please stop exploiting the animals for money, sir. I thank you for coming up and being respectful, but we're not going to get anything from this conversation. Just stop exploiting animals. It's that simple. How old are you, please?
25.
You're 25. Jambucket, I will not be paying you because you literally had a completely different debate with me, bro. You didn't even debate the point on the screen, and I still entertained you, and I still absolutely annihilated you, Jam. I absolutely annihilated you. The study that you mentioned had no evidence to your point. The proposal that you were making would result in more insect deaths, but you were complaining about insect deaths. Like, what? What? Hey, you shouldn't do that because it potentially equates to one insect unaliving. Okay, Jam, what's your proposal? Unalive 1,000 instead. Okay, so we should unalive 1,000 to save one? Yeah. Right, Dylan, how old are you, please?
25, I already told you that.
Fantastic. And would you like to debate the point on the screen? Are you having a question? What would you like to discuss today?
You said you like Assassin's Creed, right?
Yes, huge fan.
Which one's your favorite?
Brotherhood.
Mine's Origins.
Okay. Is that the Egypt one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like using the eagle. It helps me hunt animals.
Excuse me?
I like to use the eagle. It helps me hunt animals. I got it. Hello?
How old are you, please?
That doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter.
I love eating it.
Get off this live. Yes, it does. Yes, it does matter.
Oh, you fucked up.
Hey, Carl, how's it going?
No, shut up. Shut the fuck
Hey,
up. Shut
I'm
up.
so happy to see you, man.
Shut up. Shut up.
Oh my goodness, my bestie gal.
Shut up.
I like it.
Buy my sister up now.
Who's your sister, sorry?
Don't you play dumb. I will get everyone to send everything.
Sorry,
they
shut
have.
up. Yeah, woohoo. Yes, of course. I remember now. Your sister's...
And Antonia. No!
Hello again.
Hey, mother.
Hey,
I'm
Maddie. Oh my goodness, it's so nice to have
Apologize.
you back.
Apologize.
Maddie, I'm sorry that you lost out on the biggest opportunity. of your
No,
life.
don't you fucking dare. You treat my sister like shit. I will break your fucking knees,
I
okay?
am sorry
Say
that you missed the biggest opportunity of your life. I'm genuinely
You
apologizing.
5'5" little bitch. You listen here, alright?
Go.
You know, Ghoul, I think he's pretty hurt this
I don't
time.
give a fuck if he's hurt. No,
See?
you shut up.
No. You
Talk
listen
to
to
my
me.
sister, Rob.
You listen to
No.
me. She
What-
missed
how
out
would
on an
you feel if I
opportunity
talked to
with
your
me,
mother like
so
that,
I'm
huh?
apologizing. Hey, you asked
No.
me to apologize. You
How
didn't
would you feel if I
specify
talked to your
anything.
mother like the way you talk to my sister, huh?
My mother would not be on a live speaking to you, okay?
Yeah, but how would you feel? How would you feel?
Well, in fact, how was I rude to your sister? What did I say that was rude?
You treat her like shit. You treat her like she's an object.
I
You treat her like she's an
I
object.
removed her from the live like I do to every guest that comes
No,
up here.
not that. I don't give a shit if you removed her. It's not that.
Yeah,
It's
so
the
what did
fact
I
that
what,
she's
all right, so
on
what
your
did I
little
do?
list.
What did I do, Gal? What did I do?
You
to
know,
your
the matter of fact is, I bet you get zero fucking pussy in your life.
I've had
Your
many
list
cats
is
in
a
my life.
fucking
thank you.
bullshit
Hey,
ass
hey,
lie.
hey, hey! I've actually had about 2 or 3 cats in my life. Thank you very much.
We're not
Yeah?
talking about that pussy, you idiot.
Sorry?
Oh my god. Mother, what are we gonna do with this guy?
Look, Maddie, genuinely, Gal told me to apologize, or I am apologizing, and I'm being honest. I apologize
Get on
that
your
you
knees.
missed out on the biggest opportunity of
Get on
your
your
life.
knees. Get on your
But you
knees.
know, Antonia already bought me for
Yeah,
6
get
camels.
Antonia. I told you to
So-
get Antonia up here as
Oh,
well. Why
Gal,
haven't
so
you brought her
you're
up?
fine with somebody buying your sister, but you're
I'm fine with Antonia because she doesn't treat my
so
sister like an object.
You're fine. You're fine with somebody objectifying your sister and
She's
saying
not
that he is-
objectifying. Bring Antonia.
No,
That is
Antonia
exactly
treats
what
me like a
objectifying
queen.
means. That is
Okay,
exactly what
everybody,
objectifying means.
Vegan
That
King,
is
love
last,
exactly what
Antonia.
Vegan
objectifying
King, last
means.
chance. Shut up.
I offered your sister the
hi,
opportunity
Maddie.
to never
Vegan
have
King,
to
be
work.
quiet.
I
Be
offered
quiet.
your sister the
Be
opportunity to
quiet.
never have to work a
Be
day in her life.
quiet.
Antonia, do you remember
I
what
offered your
I
Be
taught
sister
you
quiet.
freedom.
in
I offered your
Swedish?
sister
Up,
freedom.
up, 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 up. Up, up,
I
up, up,
offered
up.
your sister
Up, up, up,
freedom.
up, 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 up.
I
Up,
offered
up,
your
up, up,
sister
up, up,
freedom.
up, 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 up.
Are you guys in a
Up, up,
band?
Be
up, up,
quiet.
up, up, up.
What are you doing?
That means be quiet.
Up, up.
Be quiet. Stop running your old goblin mouth, okay? Be quiet.
Now listen. Listen, I brought Madde from Sebastian fair and square.
That's right.
Okay, what was the GBP value equivalent to purchase?
Now you're
Maddie?
saying my sister has a value?
Sorry?
6 camels.
Oh,
I'll fuck-
so she's allowed to put a value on your sister, Gal, but I can't?
Yes, because Antonia
I
is
would have
special
paid
as
a
well.
thousand
See how
camels.
oppressed men
And guess
are?
what? Here
Do
comes
you, do you guys see how
Sebastian.
oppressed men are? Do you guys
Say
see,
hi
I can,
to Sebastian.
I can literally say the same thing as Antonia,
Oh, God
but because
damn.
I'm a
Vegan King,
guy
you're
and I
all
say it,
talk.
I am suddenly in big trouble. But Antonia, because she's a lady, she can say whatever she wants, and no one will batter an
No,
eyelid.
you wanna know what they-
I
you wanna
say
know-
something, everybody is suddenly got a problem.
Hey,
Irene,
listen.
you can stop putting dinosaurs on the screen.
Up, 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 up,
Vegan
up.
King, listen to me,
Sebastian
alright?
is here.
Hey Nova, why
Do you
don't
want
you
to
say
say
something
hi?
to Antonia? Hey Nova, why don't you say something to Antonia? Why is
Vegan
it,
King.
why is it always me?
Up, up, up.
Vegan King, last chance. If you're not quiet, I'm going to tell them to send everything.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Up, up, up,
Listen.
up, up. Sebastian is here. Do you want to say hi?
I don't want to say hi to that guy.
Okay, now
Hello,
listen
my
here, Vegan King. Right?
stepson.
You are do not talk to me, little man.
Vegan
Okay?
King, listen to me. The difference between you and Antonia is Antonia doesn't
No.
objectify.
The difference between me and Sebastian
No,
is
no,
I'm the
okay, you know
upgraded
what?
model.
Everyone send
Yeah,
everything you have.
right. Why does she have an iPhone
Everyone
12 when she can have an
fucking ruin
iPhone
this
16
fucking
Pro?
miserable
Huh?
little
No.
bottom
Why does she
It's
have?
5'5"
Why does she
wide.
have an iPhone 10 when
Send
she can have an
everything.
iPhone 16 Pro?
Send
Huh?
everything.
Huh?
Send
Answer the
everything.
question.
Can we
Answer
like
the
make
question.
this a new
Why
thing
is she
that
walking
whenever he
around
talks,
with an
everyone
iPhone
just
10
says,
when
up,
she
up,
can
up,
have an
up, up,
iPhone
up,
16 Pro
up.
Max?
Be quiet.
Answer the question. Answer the question. Why is she walking around with an iPhone 10 if she, you know what?
I can answer.
No. You know what? Have fun with your iPhone 10. Yeah, have fun because you had the opportunity to upgrade to an iPhone 16 Pro Max and you decided to stick with your little iPhone 10. That is absolutely fine. Enjoy your iPhone 10, right? Yeah. Anyone who doesn't want to be associated with me, it is your loss, not mine. I don't lose. It is your loss. To be associated with me is a literal privilege. Select few individuals, they go through a rigorous process. 4 stages of interviewing, back and forth, analysis, everything that you must pass to even be within my vicinity, to even have my attention, to even have 30 seconds of my time. To those of you who are within my vicinity, who have the ability to speak to me, you are truly blessed. Truly. So do not take me for granted. I am the prize. That is the problem with lots of people today. You guys see everything else outside of you as the prize. No. I know I'm the prize. That is why I act the way that I do. It's not because I'm pretending. It's because I know my value. I know my worth. I am a diamond, and diamonds are made under pressure. That is why I'm always under pressure. On this live, I'm always under pressure because that is how diamonds are formed, under pressure. Yeah? Right, how old are you, please? Right, you can get off this live stream. Thank you so much. Moving on.
Yo, hold on.
How old are you?
How old are you?
15.
No, get him off the live. Get him off. Bring the next guest up, please. Hurry up. Bring the next guest up. Hurry up. Hello? Oh my god. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you. And you hang out, what? Right, how old are you, please?
19.
Jam Bucket says, if you're in the top 0.01%, why do you hang out with the losers all day? It's called charity, Jam. Okay, I'm a big giver to charity. Yeah, how old are you, please?
19.
Fantastic. Why are you not a vegan, sir?
Because if you were to think about it in the long run, then whenever the whole world were to hypothetically turn vegan, that would make no use for farmers, well, for animal tenders, so that would put them out of a job, and animals at the bottom of the food chain would also begin to go extinct slowly, but also
That's absolutely... Sir, are you eating carnivorous animals? What animals would go extinct if a cow and a pig were taken out from the agriculture industry?
Are you only talking about cows and pigs? Because people
those are the animals that you eat, right, sir? Which animals that you eat with being wiped out from the animal agriculture industry would result in animals below them going extinct? Which ones?
Well, a lot of fishes, alligators.
Wait, they would not go extinct, sir. They would stop being forcefully bred into existence. So vast majority of animals in the West, the only reason they're forcefully bred into existence is because there is a demand for them to be bred into existence. AKA people like you going to the supermarket and demanding their dead body. You are creating the supply chain for them to need to be bred into existence. If you stop demanding them and the demand suddenly stops, the supply has to stop. So yes, we will have an excess amount of animals for a short period of time, but within a few months to a year, a vast majority of them will lose their lives anyway. Astro, stop. Chickens, within 6 weeks, a vast majority of them would pass away. They make up about more than 80%, about 65% of the population of land animals that are consumed every year. Astro, stop. So more than 65% of the animals that we currently use in animal agriculture within 6 to 7 weeks would already be gone. So 45% is what we have to deal with. Astro, stop. Now with fish, it's pretty simple. We can release them. It might be difficult, but we can build sanctuaries and area. Hey, can I speak without being interrupted, please? To the guy with the Family Guy image on your profile, stop messing around. So yeah, for the 45%, sure, it's very simple. So as I'm sure you're aware, the government basically subsidizes the meat industry, which means that taxpayers' money goes towards making meat more, basically more, basically more affordable for the average consumer. If people stopped consuming animals, we could basically use that government subsidized money towards the animals, and we could put that towards building them sanctuaries and giving them space to stay and looking after them, etc. So yes, we would also have a vast majority of our land back, which means that we could actually repurpose that land to giving animals their natural habitat back, actually. So that would be a great benefit as well. Hello?
I'm still here. Yeah, sorry, you were just talking really fast. It's still processing a little bit.
I do apologize. Yes, so I have a very high CPU and RAM processing power. People kind of refer to me as a supercomputer. So basically, that is why I'm able to process at such a high speed. But I do understand when we are cross-communicating with systems from one high-spec machine to a low-spec machine, no offense, I do understand that I have to slow down my bit rate. Right, can you get that bear off the screen, please? Yeah, sorry, what were you saying, Shah?
Okay, so what about all the like Amish people, how they tender crops? We would also end up losing a vast majority of crops in some seasons, because I don't know the exact seasons, but say you can only grow corn in the summer, we're going to
what's the concern?
We're going to run out of corn if we're not mass producing it by summer.
Get off the live. Big Un, get off the live. Shar, the leading cause of crop death is animal agriculture. The 92.2 billion land animals that humans eat every year are the leading cause of plant death. Because people seem to forget, they seem to think that the animals that they eat are they only eating animals. And they go, oh, but vegans, why are they eating the plant? You don't realize that the animals that you eat plants. So you are not taking into account that the animals that you have eaten are eating plants. So you are actually eating the leading cause of plant death. So non-vegans are responsible for more plant death than vegans. I repeat, non-vegans are responsible for more plant death than vegans. And no, I'm not talking on a statistical perspective on the fact that, 3% of the world are vegan, 97% of the world aren't vegan. I'm not saying that just statistically. I mean, if we took a non-vegan, average non-vegan, we took an average vegan, the average non-vegan is responsible for way more crop death than the average vegan, simply due to the fact that the animals that the non-vegan is eating eat plants. So anyone who's actually advocating for crop death and plant life, you realize that is a pro-vegan argument, because the best way to reduce plant death is to go vegan. That's already been scientifically proven. And I can provide you with peer-reviewed studies to back up that claim. Yeah? Go ahead, sir.
You're thinking about right now how animals are the leading cause of plant death. But if the whole world were to become vegetarian/vegan, wouldn't that make all of us the leading cause?
Yes, but that would also significantly reduce the amount of plants we would need. So right now we actually use 85% of the agricultural land to grow crops to feed animals, or to give them space to graze. A study called Reducing Food's Environmental Impact Through Producers and Consumers, which looked at over 40,000 farms in 119 countries around the world, not only did it conclude that we are currently using 87% of the agricultural land to feed animals, but it also concluded that if the whole world went vegan, we would actually only need 25% of the agricultural land to feed the whole world on a plant-based diet. So we would actually, yes, we would be the leading cause, that is correct, but at the same time, it would significantly reduce the amount of crop death, because we wouldn't need as many crops because we're not feeding 92 billion land animals anymore. Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Fantastic. Any other questions, sir?
That will be it.
Well, thank you so much for joining today, sir. Are you going to go vegan?
Honestly, I'm not sure, because my cousin...
Sorry, what did you say?
My cousin's vegan, and she's on a lot of supplement pills due to it.
Yeah, let me speak to your cousin. How old is she?
She's like 20, I think.
Oh, she's 20. Okay, yeah. You do realize the only thing that you probably need to supplement as a vegan is B12. You don't even need to supplement that because you can get it from fortified foods, like
Also
nutritional
sodium.
yeast. Yeah. You can get B12 from things like nutritional yeast. You can get it from certain plant-based meats that have B12 fortified in it. The only thing that you probably need to supplement if you're not looking for fortified foods is probably going to be B12. Everything outside of that you can get on a plant-based diet. Iron is easily accessible to dark leafy greens and tofu and stuff like that. Omegas, you can get it from flax seeds and nuts and stuff like that. I'm sure every essential nutrient you can get from a plant-based diet, right? Big on, can you
Mojo Burgers. Mojo Burgers.
Sorry, what did you just say?
Somebody in chat told me to say Mojo's Burgers.
Hey, don't read the chat, sir. You are talking to me right now. You are on the stage speaking to Drake, and you are more worried about what the audience are chanting?
Well, they were.
You
this person
are
added
on
me.
the stage speaking to Drizzy Drake right now, and you are more concerned about what the peasants in the audience are screaming? You can, hey, if you want to read the chat, you can stay in the chat. Goodbye. Goodbye, sir. Have fun. Bring up the next guest, please. Bring up the next guest, please. Bring up the next guest, please. Oh my gosh, Niall.
How you been?
Niall, hug time. Hug. How's my favorite vegan doing today?
Just had some sauerkraut and beans.
That is fantastic. And how's your vegan journey going, Niall?
Oh, I'm still vegan. I'm not touching meat. Smells like death.
Exactly, buddy. Did you have a question for me today, Niall?
Yeah. Hold on. What do you? No, not, all right. I can look at.
Everybody
challenge
spam
brief.
W in the chat right now for Niall, fellow vegan on this live stream. We treat vegans with immense respect here. Do not disrespect Niall. Everybody spam W in the chat right now. Go ahead, please.
Okay. I know we can't do the pledge
Just
here.
spam L in the chat at Niall. Go ahead, please.
No. I know we can't do the pledge here, unfortunately, because there's too many trolls here.
Hey, Niall, have you heard me rap before?
I've never done the pledge before. Now.
No, have you heard me rap before?
Yeah, your rap was awesome.
Thank you so much. Hey, Big Gun, stop. Well, now that you're on the stage, you want to hear a live preview?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my god, yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, Niall in the booth, man. Here we go, man. Y'all know what it is. Yo, Vegan King, man. Yo, straight from the block where we hustle round the clock. Cause I grew up in the grind, had to climb, never stop. Cause I seen it all, from the struggle to the pain. But I took a new path, now I'm switching up the game. Rose up from the struggle, now I'm rising up clean. Vegan King status, yeah, and I'm chasing that dream. The streets raised me and they taught me how to move. Now I'm leading with love, got nothing to prove. Yo, Niall in the booth and we ain't looking back, bigger, because I'm focused on my mission and I'm staying on track. I used to run wild, now I run with the cause. And I'm helping the planet, not breaking the laws. I still got that grit and I know how to fight. And I channel it right, bringing peace to the light. From the block to the world, I'm just doing my thing. Standing tall forever, cause I'm the Vegan King. Let's go! Woo!
That was fire.
Calm down, stop cheering, guys. Calm down. Right, anything else I can do for you, Niall?
Yeah, because I'm not really part of their communities. I want to let you know in on something.
Go ahead.
You know, Donald tries to imitate you using his own live and tries to scream just like you when you.
I don't mind. No, Donald's a Donnie. I don't mind him, and he's a cool guy. I don't mind.
Okay. And one more thing. Can you pretend that I sent an animal? Because I want to hear you scream my name.
Sorry?
I'm sorry, because you said that, like, if someone trolls you and they send you an animal or something, then you do that little thing where you scream someone's name.
Sorry, you want me to scream your name?
Yes. Hold on, let me get this thing recording.
Sorry, why? Sorry, why do you want me to do that?
I want to hear you scream my name. I'm sorry. That's something I want. Pretend I said like an animal or something.
It just doesn't feel natural, you know. It's just.
Can someone just send one dog just one time, just so I can get him to scream, and that's it. I don't want anyone to do that. Anything else?
I'm sorry. What are you gonna do with that recording?
I'm sorry. I really like your voice. I'm sorry.
I really appreciate that. You know, the ladies tell me that all the time, but I'm just curious. Like, what are you gonna do with the recording?
I just want to keep it because I like to keep it near my bed and stuff.
And what exactly are you gonna do with it near your bed?
I just listen to it.
Can you stop?
Scream my name.
Harry, look, I'm not really in the habit of screaming other men's name on request. I feel that's kind of what's the word? Rainbow zesty, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean. Okay.
By the way, not that there's anything wrong with that. You know, it's perfectly fine. It's just I don't correlate with all of the colors on the rainbow, if you get what I'm saying.
I understand you're not sapphic. I get.
Sorry. No, Niall, don't be upset. You know, Niall, don't be upset. Niall, I'm sorry. Can you come back?
All right.
Niall, I'll make an exception one time for you, okay?
Yay! Oh, god damn it! Hold on.
Right, can everybody else turn your sound down, please? This is an intimate moment between me and Niall. I'm doing him a one-time favor because she's a vegan. If everyone else can turn your sound down, please, I would really appreciate it because this is now a private moment. Thank you so much. Yeah. Are you ready with the recording, Niall?
Yes. Yes.
Niall!
Yes! Yes!
Was that good? Do you want me to go louder, faster?
No, you're good.
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad that I could help a fellow vegan out, and I hope that, you know, you enjoyed the recording.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm gonna go now. Thank you.
Well, take care, buddy. We'll speak to you soon.
See ya. Dipping you tomorrow.
Sorry? I didn't hear what he said. Right, bring up the next guest, please. He's going to... What is that? What does that G-O-N mean? What does that mean? I don't know what it means anyway. Right, how do you please?
I love beef. I love beef. I love beef. I love beef.
Get him off! Get him off! Get him off!
Vegan bitch.
Get him off! Get him out! Next guest. Next guest. Next guest, please. How old are you, please?
Hey, vegan can come outside. I'm gonna rape your mom, buddy, and come fight me, you stupid little scared.
Wow. Wow, that is an immediate block. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. Wow. 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 Wowzer. Wowzer. That is shocking. That is actually shocking. Pay attention to the people laughing in the chat at that comment, guys. That is all I will say. Pay attention to the people laughing in the chat at that comment. Shocking. Yeah, we did not make a joke about that word. That is very disgusting.
I killed a pig today.
Get him off the live.
I ate it too. I ate
Get him
it.
off!
It's so good. Oh my god.
Oh. Okay, what is your prompt again, man?
Can you not read the screen, Shannon?
No, I want you to tell it to me. I
Well,
want
you can, no, you can, you can read it.
Are
can
you
read it.
vegan or vegetarian?
You can read it, Sha.
Are
I'm
you vegan or vegetarian?
I'm vegan, Sharon. How old are you?
Oh, I'm 21.
21. Okay. Right. Interesting. Okay. And go ahead. Would you like to prove me wrong, Sha?
Oh, honestly, I did this because you're a fucking creep and you're disgusting. Honestly, you're a fucking creep for what you did to that one girl earlier.
Which girl, Sha?
You know what I'm talking about. It was a whole argument.
Am I supposed to be offended at your opinion, sir? Because I genuinely don't.
Well, you get offended at other people's opinions.
Stop.
You know what, Shay? You can get off this live stream. Thank you so much for joining today and being absolutely disrespectful. Rexter, do you think I want to see twerking dogs in my face right now? I've just been insulted by a random man, which I think was a man anyway. I'm not going to assume because yeah, I'm not going to comment on that actually. Rexter. Rexter, that is enough, Rexter. Rexter! Bring up the next guest, please. By the way, my aircon is blowing hot air in my face right now, so if I'm a bit flustered, I do apologize. You know, it's because the pipe that brings in the cold air from outside is currently on the floor because my window is shut, and my window is shut because I am screaming, and I'm screaming because I'm being provoked. So I am being provoked, and I'm having hot air blown in my face.
Fuck up, you vegan bastard.
How dare you come into my life and speak to me like that? Get him off the live. Get him off the live.
Monkey boy.
Get him off the live. Get him off the live. Get him off the live.
Do not ever come into my live and speak to me that way. Do you understand? Do you understand? You're right, Michael. I shouldn't compare myself to Drake. I'm a lot better. You're right. Drake's got ghostwriters. I don't need ghostwriters. Right, bring up the next guest, please, Lobo.
Hey,
Oh, hey, Michael. How's it going?
I'm okay, but wait, no. Like, on a serious note, before I go towards my question, why did you compare yourself to Drake early on with the other guy?
Oh, no, so basically I saw a video of Drake earlier today, and it was just the first rapper mainstream rapper that came to my head when the guest was up here. So I was just giving him an equivalent example for the generation. Everyone knows Drake, so it's not like I have to explain. And I'm just explaining, you're on a stage with a celebrity right now, so, take this opportunity with, both hands and grasp it and grab it and squeeze it,
Actually, this is a perfect moment for to say not like us.
Sorry?
This is like the perfect moment now
Oh
to
my
say
goodness, I
not
love
like
that song.
us.
I love that song. It's so
Put
cool.
it up.
Hey, do you want to rap it with me?
I can't rap, but I will try. I will try with you.
Let's go. Oh my goodness.
I see dead people. Mush it on the beat, ho, depot, any rap, he a freak though. Man down, call an ambulance, sugar feet though. Hey, Michael, you're not rapping, bro.
I can't rap. I'm trying, but I can't.
Right, you know what? Never mind then. Why did you suggest it then? Huh?
Because we have to go to the best part. Come on, play with it. Everybody in this live knows this song. Are you really gonna be like that towards your audience right now?
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watches. Right, that's right, sorry.
Wap. That will fuck him up. Wap. That will do the stuff.
Why you throwing it like a?
The change your tire, try to strike him out, and it's probably a minor.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Because we're vegan, get it? They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Michael, I would give you a nice tight squeeze hug right now if we were together, but you know I'm just gonna settle for a virtual high five if you're down.
I will give you a fist bump, man, because I don't do high fives.
Or you'll do what?
Fist bumps.
What's that?
You don't know what a fist bump is? I thought you was about that life. Well, this clarifies it. He is definitely not like us. He is not like us.
Maybe we call it something different in the UK. I don't know.
All right, for sure. But yeah, don't compare yourself ever to Drake, man. Just don't do that anymore.
I see. Well, thank you so much, Michael. Pleasure as usual, and you have a phenomenal day, buddy. Yeah.
Same to you, man.
Yeah. And for those of you that don't know, Michael is actually a vegan now. Michael, is it ITEL you're following?
Say it again.
Is it the ITEL diet that you're following?
I don't know. I genuinely only eat fruits. Like literally fruits. I try to eat some bread and all, but mainly my diet contains other fruits and yeah, of course, like the plum.
Are you eating organic fruits, or do you not really care if it's organic or not?
Like I think y'all, the definition of y'all is like bio because we do a thing, but we have like the label called bio. But mainly, I just get my fruits out of the fresh.
Is it cooked at all or not processed?
Not. I try to get no process, but it's sometimes difficult to find.
I see. Fair enough. So what would you say you eat on an average day? Just talk me through like what you have.
Like when I do my weight cuts or like bulking.
Just today. Give me your day. For today.
I have like, I think I eat it like today, like 6 meals.
Okay, and what does that consist of?
Mainly, as I said, fruits. Like in the morning, I try to get some bananas, maybe some mangoes.
I love bananas first thing in the morning. It goes down so well.
Well, it's also like very good for.
Yeah, it really fills you up, and it makes you have energy as well. You know.
Yeah, true that.
What do you eat for bulking?
Mainly like I'm not sure like how you call it. I try to stick outside then from the fruits. Mainly like I think it's called oat or whatever you call it. Like you can make it in the morning. I'm not sure how it's called anyway. Mainly it's just very bad, but variety. Even I make my own cinnamon bread and all these kind of
nice,
stuff.
man. Well, yeah, share me some more deets on Discord because I'm interested in hearing about that. But thank you so much, Michael, and we'll speak later.
Yeah, no mention, man. Later.
Take care, buddy. Yeah, Michael is one of the select few that's very lucky to have direct access to me. But it is a vigorous process, as I said. There are many stages of interview that you must pass to be eligible to be in that categorization of individuals. So anyone who does have access to me, very lucky. Hey, Pilgrim, how's it going?
Hey, Vicky.
What's up?
I just wanted to say, comment on something you said earlier, actually. I think you deserve a big W for helping out the animal sanctuaries.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Anyone who, whether you agree with veganism or not, anyone who puts their money where their mouth is and actually helps out animals that need help, W, man.
Thank you, Phil. I appreciate that, man.
All right, man. I'm not going to debate you because I can't. Hands up.
I appreciate the honesty, Pilgrim. I appreciate it.
All right. Take care, man.
Take care, man. Take care. What a cool guy, huh? What a cool guy. I really respect honesty. People who can come up and just, straight up admit, that's got my respect for sure.
Took you long enough, you coward.
Right, look, Shaquille, when you have
I've
as
been
many
up here for like an hour
right,
and
Shaquille,
a
look,
half
respectfully, you have
wanting to
no idea
chat
what it's
with
like.
you.
Hey, you have no idea what it's like to be a celebrity. Women sometimes wait weeks and months to just have a look at me, let alone
My
see me.
vegan OF has like
Hey,
4K following by now.
You've literally had your account flagged so many times for talking about that, but you still do the same thing. Do you ever learn from
How
your
do you
lessons?
even know about that?
You literally told me, bro. You literally told me that happened.
I don't tell you anything. You don't know
Yeah,
me.
you tell me. Okay, yeah, I don't know you. Yeah. Anyway, is there anything else I can do for you, Shaquille?
Yeah, I wanted to sing with you.
Oh my god, I just had a song that came in. No, wait.
Okay, I'll sing it. I probably know it. When it's not alright. When BK's not okay. Will he try to make me
Shush, you're
feel
ruining the
good?
song, please.
Sorry.
We'll do it.
Do it all. Everything.
On our own. I'm sorry.
I know the
Are you
big.
laughing?
I don't know the
Are you? You
beginning
know
of
what?
this
You can get off this live stream then. Get that hat off the screen. David, stop. Okay. Tanner, your age, please.
30.
Hey, Tanner, do you go tanning? Get it? Because your name's Tanner.
I sure do. I got Italian in me.
Hey, did you get the joke though? You didn't laugh. Get the hat off the screen.
Well, I laughed deep inside.
Sorry?
I said I laughed deep inside.
Oh, fantastic. Anyway, what can I do for you? Dusty, stop. Tanner, can you, hello? Hello? Right, you know what? You can exit this live stream. You can exit this live. Oh, my goodness. Yes, Tiffany?
Yo.
What the f... Tiffany?
Yo.
Tiffany, did you have a change? Did you... Tiffany, you didn't
No,
tell me you were in
I'm
conversion.
saying.
What the f... Tango? No, you're not with her, Tango. You didn't do it, you didn't meet her, please. Tango, tell me this is a joke.
Saying what?
No, you're not with her. Tango, you can't do this to me. Tango, please. Leave. Tango,
Oh.
get the next flight. Trust me, you need to get out of there, Tango. Trust me.
Wow.
Is she with you right now? Can she hear me? Can she hear me?
Yes, called you a twat.
Oh, wait, Tiffany can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, Tango, you've made the best decision of your life. You're with the perfect person. I'm so happy you've met your soulmate. Tiffany's an amazing person. You know, I've known her for so long. What a great lady. And you guys are going to be absolutely phenomenal together.
I'm chatting shit. This is what I think about your lives, bro.
What do you mean?
An absolute pile of fucking shit. Kiss my brown eye, you ass licking pussy.
I literally just helped you lose your V card and you haven't even bothered to thank me, Tango. You have lost your V card because of me. Where is the gratitude that you have finally been able to, you know, do what...
Are you in question? Are you a boss? Are you a boss?
Well, of course.
What, a bent over sheep shag, are you dirty bastard?
Hey, Antonia, stop laughing in the chat.
Hello?
Tyler, how old are you? Yeah, you can get off the live. You sound very young. You know what, guys? I'm getting really tired of this. If we continue having crows messing around, we're just going to exit the live.
What's up, DK?
What's good, David?
Not a whole lot. Just stopping at the grocery store, grabbing a couple things for dinner.
Dusty, stop. Listen, David, I can really help you out, man. You know, you just need to stop, you know, trying to act like you're against me and just accept the fact that you admire me and you look up to me, you know?
quick question for you.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Do you know what the difference between a dishwasher and your mom is?
Don't you dare even go there, because if you mention my mother, I will.
After I put a load in the dishwasher, it doesn't call me for 5 days.
Hey, David, thou cannot provide a load from that which does not exist. Yeah? I'll let that one settle in. Yeah? Thank you so much. Right, moving on swiftly. Go ahead.
Promise. Do you promise?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. You know, I was in the ward for like a day.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that time I had a lot of spiritual awakenings. And
That's
one of them
amazing.
was thank you. And one of them was to try to go vegan, okay?
What?
It doesn't go the way you think.
You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. You got told to go vegan?
It doesn't go the way you think.
Go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, it was to go vegan, and I was like, I love animals. I don't want to hurt them. Like I can't even watch videos of them getting hurt. So it was that was my awakening in the crazy house. Okay.
That is
So I
phenomenal.
tried it for. Thank you. I tried it for a few hours. So I was like, holy crap, I miss meat. I'm like having withdrawals of meat. Okay, it's like really hard to like
Yeah,
try to
they
transition. You
literally
know,
put addictive symptoms.
to like
Yeah,
try to
they
transition. You
literally
know.
put addictive substances in there, so you get addicted to it. You are quite literally addicted, but you can just have plant-based.
Right. I can 100% attest to it because of what I went through. I was like having migraines. Like it was a really bad time. I was like, they're gonna have to put me back in the loony bin if I don't have meat. Okay. But I didn't. So I kept trying it out and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I want to keep up with this, but I really want to stay vegan.
Are you
Oh,
crying,
I'm so
bro?
sorry.
Are you crying?
I didn't know what to do. I really wouldn't be.
What did you do?
So I started eating my grandma. She was napping and I took a bite of her leg and it was really good.
You did what?
My grandma was
joke, right?
napping.
This is a joke, right?
It
You didn't do
tasted
that.
really good. It tastes like chicken.
Oh my goodness.
Is that worse than being a vegan or is it like equal? Because like I ate my grandma.
Is she okay?
She's in the hospital currently.
Are you
She said she won't snitch.
Sorry, just
Are you mad at me? Hello?
Yeah, sorry, can you just give
I'm
me
not that word. I'm not that word. I'm a vegan now. Stop it.
Yeah, no, sorry, could you just potentially bear with me a moment, please? I just need to
Yeah.
check something. If you just bear with me a minute, yeah?
Yeah, I got you.
So much, yeah. Just stay on the line with me, yeah?
Sure. I'm a vegan now. Gotta go. I gotta go.
What's your emergency?
Wait, Shaquille? Wait, can somebody get her back quick? I need to know what region she lives in. It's Florida, right, guys? Sorry, guys, one sec. Damn it! If anyone knows where she is, bring her back on this live ASAP, yeah? Right, Right, how old are you, please? You know what? Yeah, there is literally no genuine discussions to be had here. There are literally no genuine discussions to be had here. Clearly, nobody wants to discuss anything in good faith. Nobody. How old are you, please?
What's up, Ralphie?
Yeah, how old are you, please?
42.
You're 42. Why are you not a vegan, huh?
Cause
You know what, guys? I think we're gonna have one or two more discussions, and we're probably gonna call it a night. Yeah. I have several interviews I need to run because I'm hiring some new.
Hey, hello, Vegan King. How are we?
I'm sorry. Why did you say when you started?
Oh, mate, just a slip of the tongue, mate. A slip of the tongue.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
As I said, I do have to go soon. I am running several interviews.
No, I was just gonna say. I heard your raps, man, and they were really good. But I thought.
Thank you so much.
Well, I thought, is the name Vegan King gonna work? So I came up with some alternatives.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've got, for a start, I got Trippy Veg. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, though.
The Vegan
Yeah,
King,
Trippy Veg. There we go.
Crowd saying, "Yo, Trippy Veg in the booth, should be making the bits." I used to work. Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Or I got the Notorious VEG. It's pretty good.
If one more person comes up here and messes around and talks about anything else, we're simply just going to end the live stream. It's really simple, guys. Really simple. How old are you, please?
Yo, could you eat my meat, please?
Yeah, I do not consume any animal products. How old are you, please?
I'm 14.
What the f... Keith.
Yo, suck my dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch. Suck my dick, bitch.
That's done. I told you guys that the live would end. I told you guys the live would end. Yes, I did. Did I not tell you guys? Did I not tell you guys? This live is done. You will be lucky if you get
cardiovascular disease, numerous different types of cancer. According to a study called Estimating the Impact of Food Choices on Life Expectancy, a modeling study posted in the National Library of Medicine, you'll increase your average lifespan by about 13 years switching to a plant-based diet. There was a study done by Oxford that showed that just switching to a plant-based diet reduces your carbon footprint by 77%. What else? As a vegan, you'll no longer be responsible for the death of 2.8 trillion sea animals and 92.2 billion land animals.
Can I tell you something real quick? So I did my research on, meat products and like the health benefits. So there's no other alternative to eating high protein foods such as chicken, such as turkey, such as beef. There's no other vegan alternatives to getting your carbs and your protein in. So
wait. You can get higher quality protein and higher quantity of protein in plant-based options. What are you talking about?
No, because the plant-based options, yes, they do have somewhat of a protein, but that's processed.
They have more protein. That's what I'm saying. There are plant-based sources that have more protein than any meat alternative. For example, isolated soya protein, it has 90% protein per gram of weight. So if there's 100-gram content of food, 90% of that is protein. There's not a single meat alternative protein on the market that can outmatch isolated soya protein. So what you said is factually incorrect. We get more protein, and when you get your protein from animals, you're getting it packaged with inflammatory molecules,
I'll disagree.
nitroso compounds. Wait. When you get your protein from animals, you're getting it packaged with inflammatory molecules, carcinogenic compounds. It destroys your microbiome. It promotes inflammation. It rids your body with it floods your body with parasites, because that's where parasites thrive in dead bodies. It severely increases your chances of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, numerous different types of cancer. Whereas when you get your protein from plants, you get it with phytochemicals, minerals, and vitamins that promote your microbiome, reduce inflammation, and prolong your life. This is what the science shows us, by the way. So I don't know where. So I don't know where you done your research, by the way, but that's absolute garbage. You're getting lower quality protein with excessive baggage of numerous health risks. Yes, you can get protein.
You do know that all those vegan proteins are processed food. I can go kill an animal and get it from natural. You can't get
hey buddy, question.
You can't get vegan protein.
Hey buddy, wait, quick question, because I you've just made it evident you have no idea what you're talking about. But I'm going to ask you a really simple question to get you to think a bit. Where do you think the animals that you eat get their protein from?
Like chicken, like when they kill a chicken.
Yeah. So what do the chickens and the pigs and the cows eat that gives them the protein? Have a wild guess. They get it from plants. So the source of protein is not the dead body; it's the plant that the animal eats.
I have one more question to ask you.
Sorry. Wait. Your argument was just that you would rather get it from the source. Now that you understand the source is the plants, are you going to stop eating animals' dead bodies and get your protein from plants instead? Or was that just a BS excuse?
I'll be vegan if you can ask me this one question. I'll be vegan.
Wait. You said that at the start. You said you'd be vegan if I can give you one valid reason. I gave you 12 valid reasons. I dismantled I dismantled every point that you had, and I've just told you that the source of protein is plants. Are you now going to stop eating dead bodies?
Well, if you ask my one question, I'll switch. But if you don't, then no. Okay. So what if I want to bum lift the pig's asshole? Like bum a fuck all the chickens, fuck the chicken.
Yeah, he's just been blocked, guys. Don't worry. And this is exactly what happens when I debate people. It gets to a point where I absolutely annihilate and intellectually dismantle every excuse and argument they have. And they get so embarrassed at the end that rather than actually put their hands up and be an honest person with integrity and admit that they got annihilated, they'd rather resort to insults and throw their toys out the pram, because that's what a child does when they can't accept that they've made a mistake and they've actually been outwitted. Genuinely, if I was in a debate with someone and they actually managed to say something intellectual that I wasn't aware of, I put my hands up and say, thank you for teaching me something I didn't know, because that's what an adult does. That's what someone who has maturity does when they're presented with the opportunity to learn more. But what a child will do is they'll run away and they'll pretend like it never happened, because that's their way of, basically shielding their lack of masculinity and their ego to ensure that they don't get hurt by the fact that they couldn't even stand, face to face on what they perceive to be a valid reason to not be a vegan, basically. Anyway, let's have our next guest on the live.
You said you Z8. You should just consider the fact that you actually don't know anything about me. Yeah, you can get off the live stream. Do not do that ever again. Yeah, okay, easy. Okay, easy. Yeah.
Hello?
Lukey, how old are you, please?
19.
You're 19. Why are you not a vegan, sir?
Because I like how meat tastes.
Okay, so do you think sensory pleasure justifies animal abuse?
Does that change the fact that your mom's not a vegan?
Do not mention my mother on this live. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Oh dear, how old are you?
I'm 18.
What year were you born?
I was born Yeah, Habibi, what do you want? Okay, I was born 2004.
Did you just call me Habibi? Right, 2004 would make you 21, not 18.
Man, shut your...
Yeah, get off this live stream. Thank you so much. You do realize Habibi means like baby, right? Like what? Bro. You could get right off this live stream. Right, how old are you, please?
I'm doing it.
Do I need to lock your phone?
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for making me laugh, buddy. Wow. Wow. Go to bed, kids. You have school tomorrow. Get up alive.
Hello?
How old are you, please? How old are you, please? Okay, you know what? If it's taking you so long to answer a simple question, I don't think there's much point in us having a conversation. But thanks anyway. How old are you, please? Hello? Exhibit A of why you should go vegan. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Moving on. This is a guy that was trying to do an interview with me, isn't it? Yeah, we're not doing that. Just new people, please. I just want to have some debates with people that I haven't spoken to before, please. So if you if you're a new person, please request a live and come up here and tell me why it's justified to not be vegan. How old are you, please?
53.
53. Fantastic. Why are you not a vegan, sir? Right.
Because I like meat.
Rider, stop. You mean you like the taste of animals' bodies?
I sure do.
Fantastic. So do you think sensory pleasure, which is what taste is, by the way, you think that justifies...
But let me ask you this.
Hey,
let me ask you this.
You haven't answered my question, sir. That's not how this live works. Do you think sensory pleasure justifies animal abuse?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, cool. So if you walk out your house and someone's kicking a dog, you're okay with that, right?
I'm going to beat the hell out of them.
No, but you said that sensory pleasure justifies animal abuse. So according to your worldview, if somebody gains physical pleasure, which is also sensory pleasure, by the way, from kicking a dog, you're perfectly fine with that. You just confirm.
But you see, right? Eating animals, we have been doing it for thousands of years.
Oh, so if we've been doing something for over 1,000 years, it justifies us doing it today. Is that right?
But y'all vegans are eating a living thing.
Wait, sorry. I'm happy to answer any question you have, but can we just finish the line of questioning? So you said that it's okay because we've been doing it for thousands of years. So is your logic that if we've been doing something for over 1,000 years, that it justifies us doing it today? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay, so humans have been unaliving each other since the beginning of time. So I guess based on the fact that your logical worldview is that if we've been doing something since the beginning of time, it justifies doing it today. I guess that justifies unaliving each other, right?
Yep.
So you're perfectly fine with a human unaliving somebody else just off the basis we've been doing it since the beginning of time. Is that right?
Yep.
So you're advocating for humans unaliving each other. Is that right?
Yep.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for proving my point, sir. You have a great day. Take care. Thank you guys for coming up and literally proving my point for me. I don't even have to say anything. You guys Ryder, stop. This is what happens, right? When you guys argue against non-vegans, for any vegans on here, this is how the debate ends. Either they end up in a contradiction because they'll backtrack on what they initially said, right, a stop. Or they will stay logically consistent like that guest, which means their view leads to absolute absurdity when logically consistent. That is the only two routes that any debate against the non-vegan can go. Trust me, I've debated tens of thousands of people. Anyone on this live who wants to know, when you debate a non-vegan, the reason that there's only there's only two possible avenues and routes it can go, because there's actually no logical explanation. Sane-minded people who are against animal abuse, they don't go into these routes. So yes, either you will end up saying something absolutely absurd like that guest did, which is when you're logically consistent, or you end up going, no, I don't agree with that, which means you then go back on what you initially claimed, which is called contradicting yourself. That's what you'll typically find if someone actually sticks around for a debate with me, that they'll either contradict themselves or they'll end up going absolutely insane. They'll make a absolutely insane statement. Kai, go ahead, please. What can I do for you?
Hiya, buddy. I'm just asking a question. So, if you cut your grass, do you know you can hear the pain of, plants?
So let's just say, so by the way, we know that plants don't feel pain. They don't have a central nervous system. They don't have pain receptors. Okay, Kai, Kai, I'm sure you've watched my lives for a while. You know that you can't join the live and make a claim without evidence, right? So you've now said that grass feels... Hey, Kai, you've said that grass feel pain. So could you give me a scientific peer-reviewed study that shows that grass feels pain? Because we don't even have evidence that plants feel pain. So now you're trying to tell me that grass feels pain. So I'm sure you have a study to prove it. So can you just name the study? I don't want to hear any BS, any arguments, any, where you read it, an article, how you feel. I just want solid evidence of what you're saying to be true. So can you name the peer-reviewed study that concluded that grass scream and feel pain? What's the study called, please? Go ahead. By the way, guys, I'm going to answer the question for him. It doesn't exist, and I guarantee you he won't give me a study name, but I'm just entertaining this discussion anyway. And when you guys ask me how I'm always right, it's because I know BS when I hear it, and I've actually studied this extensively. So I guarantee you right now, I guarantee you guys right now, I will keep my mouth shut for 60 seconds, and Kai will not provide the name of a single study that shows that grass feels pain. So I'm going to now be quiet for 60 seconds and give him the opportunity to give us the name of the study to prove his claim. Go ahead, please, Kai.
I'm just going to ask you this. I've heard it from a document.
Thank you so much for proving my point, Kai. Anyway, moving on. I'm not trying to sound arrogant, but I genuinely know what I'm talking about. And I told you he wouldn't provide a study because it doesn't exist. Lady Redfire, stop. Just stop. Can you not see that I'm trying to have sensible debates? I literally have to come on at 2 a.m. to avoid trolls. Do you know how sad that is? It is 2 a.m. in the UK, nearly 2:30. I have had to literally come on in the midnight just to avoid problems and have a sensible live stream where I can actually have some debates and discussions. Shocking that my sleeping routine has to be ruined to avoid individuals that are trying to cause problems on this live stream. Right, stop. Right, how old are you, please?
I'm 31.
Fantastic. Why are you not a vegan, sir?
Why am I not a vegan?
Yeah.
Because I like the way the bacon tastes.
Okay, yeah, so I can already tell the IQ, but I'm going to entertain this conversation anyway. So do you think sensory pleasure, which by the way are your senses as a human being, which I'm sure you're aware of because you have been human for over 30 years. So it's basically like, things like touch, smelling, hearing and stuff like that.
I am aware,
So do you think your taste pleasure, sensory pleasure justifies animal abuse?
I mean, my need for food justifies that.
No, so I asked you a really specific question. If you don't understand, I can break it down.
Can I ask you a question?
No, you can answer my question, sir. Do you think sensory pleasure justifies animal abuse?
No, my need for food does.
Yeah, that wasn't the question. I'm going to ask it one more time. If you're not able to answer a basic question that genuinely a 7-year-old could answer, I'm just going to move on and try and find someone else. And I don't mean to be rude, sir, but when you first spoke, I could already tell that there was a significant intellectual divide between me and you. And I don't mean that in a rude way. I'm just saying it's a very big waste of my time to speak to someone who's very obviously not going to be on the same level as me to be able to argue and actually debate in an intellectual manner. So I'm going to ask the question one more time, sir. And if you have difficulty answering it, that's perfectly fine. I'm just going to move on. You can have a great day and I'll speak to someone who actually can speak to me, okay? I'm not being rude, Antonio.
No, more like you'll speak to somebody who will agree with you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Have a good day. Lady Redfire, I'm begging you right now. I am just trying to have some respectful discussions. It's very rare that I get to do this without being interrupted. I'm literally on at 2:11 a.m. for the purpose of avoiding trouble and just having a genuine discussion. Please, 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 Lady Redfire, just go to bed and leave us alone. Okay? Leave us alone. I'm going to give you guys the dignity of restarting the live. So Lady Redfire, Ryder, you guys can not rejoin.
Was just the way how you think like that right now, right? The way how you did that just now, you did that little thing you just did.
Right.
I get arguing to fanboys and I cannot lie.
How do you please? How do you please? Right, you can. Right. How do you please?
21.
21, fantastic. Are you here to debate, ask a question?
Question.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
How about you stop forcing people to become vegan and go suck on your mum's titties?
Yeah, so can you explain how you were forced to join this live today?
I would just scroll through TikTok and I saw this live and I thought this is petty.
Oh, so you chose to join this live?
Yeah, just to see what it's about.
So can you explain to me how you were forced when you just admitted that you chose to join?
I chose to join to see what your bullshit's up.
Oh, so you've just clarified that what you said was absolutely not true based on the fact that it was a choice and you weren't forced. But hey, Sat, since you feel forced to be here, I'm just going to block you so that you never feel forced to join this live again. I'm going to free you of your chains. So you can now be free and fly away, little birdie. Okay? Goodbye. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Hi. You already talked to me today.
Oh, sorry, I forgot, yeah.
It's okay. So, like, I understand, like, eating plants is better and everything, but I have a question about one thing, yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just, like, it's a genuine question. I'm not trying to sound like a dick or anything. So, you know how we have, like, canine teeth and all that, so technically shouldn't meat be in our diet since we're technically not a omnivore?
One sec, I'm just going to show you something in relation to that question.
And if it's possible, I would like to talk to you more privately about veganism, if that's possible.
Yeah, of course, yeah, you can drop me a DM, that's no worries. Just maybe comment on something after the live in case I forget, and then if I see a notification from you, I'll remember to check my DMs from you, because typically what happens is when people...
I know I DM'd you a long time ago, but yes. I will comment on a video of yours.
Yeah, so what happens is that when people message me, because I think I get a lot of messages, it goes into a completely different inbox called requests. And it's only when I click on the message and click accept does it move to my primary inbox. So that's why I don't actually see like 98% of what people message me, because it just goes into an inbox I don't even look at.
I understand that.
To answer
and personally, I like learning about new stuff and everything, so I'm willing to learn and everything, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, of course. happy to help people. So this is a human's teeth over here, as you can tell. This is a herbivorous animal over here. This is a omnivorous animal over here. And this is a carnivorous animal over here. So now when we look at the canines of a carnivorous animal and an omnivorous animal, and then we compare it to the canines that humans believe they have, we can see a huge significant difference, right? Our teeth actually match the structure way more of a herbivorous being than it does even other omnivores in the wild. So yeah, we do have what we call canine teeth, but when you actually look at the comparison between other omnivores and carnivores, they're literally not even anywhere near comparable. And I would
so we're more built for plants than anything.
Yeah, exactly. From our teeth structure, they resemble that of a herbivorous animal more than carnivores and omnivores.
Okay. Thank you for answering that question.
No, it's a great question. Thank you for asking it. And as I said, yeah, happy to answer any questions you have and help you with your journey towards veganism.
Alrighty, thank you. I will definitely talk to you later.
All right, cool. Take care.
Bye-bye.
What did yet we are omnivores. The thing about being omnivores is it means that we can eat meat and we can eat plants. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should, right? For example, I can coil up my hand into a fist and use it as a weapon. Does that mean that I should based off the fact that I can? No, it doesn't. Vice versa, you're an omnivore, which means you can eat dead bodies of animals or you can eat plants. And if you have the option to choose between death and life, choose life. If you have the option to choose between violence and peace, choose peace, right? You think these things would be very common sense, but it's actually shockingly very uncommon these days.
Can I talk to you privately more about veganism?
Shari, do you have a problem with
What
somebody
the
wanting...
fuck was that? Can I talk to you privately in your bedroom while diddling
I'm
your
sorry, is there a
fiddle
problem?
with my tongue? What the fuck was that, you cheating motherfucker?
Listen. She asked me a very respectful question, and I answered very respectfully. Okay.
Can I talk to you privately?
Right, do not make fun of my guests who are potentially vegan curious, asking questions. Okay.
Well, I was vegan curious, and look where that got me. Let me tell you,
you're right, Shakil.
it doesn't get you far.
You're not vegan
What?
curious. You're not vegan curious.
I am too. That's literally
You've
why
been
I ate my flippin'
you have
grandma.
been listening to vegan lives for thousands of hours, and you have not yet switched over. So do not tell me that you are vegan curious. You are a vegan.
No, you can't tell me. You don't tell me what I am curious about or what I'm not curious
You're not
about. Because I
curious
went
about
in that bender
You're
and
not.
I went into that padded room and I said, I need a change. What's a good change? And I heard your squirrely little voice in my ear.
Wait. You heard Spirit me speaking to you?
Yeah, you're always with me. You're like Jesus. You're like the Indian Jesus.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. And I was in that padded room, like, in that little get up, the one that you put Hannibal Lecter in where he can't like use his arms. I'm like, great time to think about things. And then I heard your sweet little British voice in my ear and said,
Yeah,
"Try veganism."
I don't have a sweet little voice. I have a very masculine
I said sweet British voice.
Yeah, and
So
I
I thought that was
don't
pretty
have a
nice of
sweet.
me.
Yeah, I don't have a
And
sweet
then I
voice.
was like, oh my God, he's always with me. I knew it. And then I felt some kind of way like in my groin region, and then my head was like, no,
Right,
it's not
Shari.
about that.
Right. Thank you so much for joining today, Shaquille. Have a great night. Take care. Yeah. You know, guys think that being famous is fun, but yeah, guys think being famous is fun, but you don't realize that you know. Yeah, you know what, I'm not going to get into it. Anyway, to the person that just came up and decided to play that, I hope that you realize that what you played was the screams of an innocent animal in pain that was trying to seek help from people around it. And anyone who gains amusement from hearing the screams and cries of innocent animals that resemble literal children and babies, I promise you that what goes around comes around. So you can sit here and laugh now as an innocent being screams while it loses its life and it's suffocated to death. Not a machine, by the way, a living, sentient, breathing, feeling being that has emotions and has a subjective experience. But if you gain pleasure out of hearing the screams and cries of innocent animals, then all I can do is wish you the best of luck in your life.
and I'd ask you to look around at where you are now and see if that could potentially be a reflection of the way that you treat other beings around you, which is why you're in the predicament that you are now. And if you know who you are and the type of person to do that, I'm sure your environment is a reflection of you as a person. So look around and wonder why you're in the place that you are, and then realize that it's because of the kind of person you are. Anyway, how old are you, please?
Yo, I'm 21, bro.
Awesome. Why are you not a vegan, sir?
First of all, I want to ask, like, why are you vegan in the first place? Like, what made you want to be a vegan?
Because I'm against animal abuse, basically, is the high-level answer. I can go into more detail, but I'm against animal abuse, and I don't want to pay and support animal abuse.
But, like, even, like, if you're vegan, like, it's still, you know, like, pretty shit against nature, you know that, right? Like, how... If you left the animal by itself, you know how much damage it can do to the environment if you let them be free in the wild?
You know the leading cause of our planet's devastation, including the environment, is the farming of animals, right?
If you no, think about it, right? Like, think about how much, like what do you eat? Like, what's your diet? Like, you eat like nuts, like almond. I'm sure
Yeah,
you
there's over
eat,
50,000 nuts. By the way, so I don't need to think about it because I've had tens of thousands of these discussions. I've read hundreds of studies. I've watched hundreds of videos. I know exactly what I'm talking about, so I don't need to think about it. It's not based off my opinion or perspective. It's based off studies. I can give you scientific data. I can literally monologue you study names right now if you want. I can give you one. It's called Reducing Food's Environmental Impact Through Producers and Consumers, that looked at over 40,000 farms in 119 countries around the world. And it concluded that the 87% of the agricultural land is used for animal agriculture, and we would only need 25% of it to feed the world on a plant-based diet. So that tells us that the leading cause of deforestation, desertification, a leading cause of deforestation and desertification and plant death has actually already been proven to be animal agriculture. In addition to that, it's also the leading cause of deforestation, desertification, ocean dead zones through the
Bro,
commercial
why are you
industry.
talking so much? Like, let me talk over. Oh my days. You talk for 30 minutes.
Because you joined the live and made a false claim. So if you actually want to learn,
What false claim? But listen.
right,
You drink almond milk, right?
shut. Please listen
Think
to me.
about.
No, shut. What I'm trying to explain to you is I don't need to think about it because you're wrong. It's like me joining a live.
I'm wrong, but look at it up.
It's like,
Look how much-
shut. I've given
look
you
how much damage
scientific.
is-
I've given you scientific evidence that the
From
leading
where?
cause
You
of
pull it out of your ass, bro.
Sir,
You're literally reading ChatGPT. I can hear you, bro. What is this?
Hey! Would you like to see my screen right now?
Yeah, show me your screen, bro.
It's still on the screen where I was showing the lady about the teat stuff. So you're literally chatting. I'm sorry that my communication
Bro,
is
you
so
can have
good.
two devices right now,
Hey,
bro.
you
Look.
know what? I'm actually not going to waste my time. Just get off the live. Thank you for saying that my communication is so good and my memory is so good that it sounds like I'm reading off ChatGPT. I'm actually speaking off the top of my head because when you actually care about something, you have the ability to remember important information. When you actually stand for a cause, it allows you to speak at a lot faster rate. And when you're not clogging up your brain and your arteries with saturated fat and cholesterol from dead bodies, it actually allows the blood to function and properly flow through your body from your brain to the rest of your body. So that's why I'm actually able to communicate at a much faster rate without having to read off a computer. Thank you very much. Anyway, let's move on to our next guest.
Hello,
How old are you, please?
I'm 18.
You're 18. Fantastic. What year were you born?
I was born in 2000 and
I'm sorry, you're really unsure, so I'm just going to assume that you're underage. To the person that came up, what you need to understand is the moment you came on and said that there's a lot of damage being done by animals in the wild, someone who's debated tens of thousands of people, I know straight away that you have no idea what you're talking about. It's like me going to a maths professor, by the way, just for anyone who actually doesn't understand why I removed them. It's like me going to a maths professor and going, hey, did you know that 5 plus 7 is actually 42? Why would the maths professor sit there and listen to me explain to why I think 5 plus 7 is 42 when he already knows that's the wrong answer? No, what I would do if I was humble and actually didn't have a huge ego is I would keep my mouth shut and let the maths professor tell me why I'm wrong and explain it to me because I actually want to learn. But when people come up here and within the first 5 to 10 seconds make false claims and I know they have no idea what they're talking about, why would I sit here and waste my time listening to false explanations? We already have scientific data. I gave you the name of a peer-reviewed study
that literally looked over hundreds of studies, and it concluded that the leading cause of deforestation and plant death has already been proven to be animal agriculture. But you want to come up here and tell me to, quote unquote, think about it. You literally have no idea what you're talking about, sir. Why would I listen to you? I literally have studies that prove what you're saying to be wrong, but you want me to listen to you. No, that's not how it works, sir. You're wrong. You're literally wrong. And if you had actually bothered to listen for 15 seconds, I would have actually told you that the leading cause of our planet's devastation has already been proven to be animal agriculture. So you saying that animals being free in the wild is causing environmental damage when the leading cause has already been proven to be the consumption of animals is ridiculous. I'm not going to sit there and entertain that. It's just absolutely wrong. How old are you, please?
Oh, well, I'm nearly 60, King.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
Oh, well, I'm okay, my friend. How are you?
Doing well. What can I do for you?
Okay. Yeah. I've got a question.
Go ahead.
I'd like to ask you. See, you know I'm vegan now, eh?
I'm a vegan, yes, that's correct.
Yeah. I've been on your lives a good few times, and then I told you that I turned vegan, remember?
Yes, I remember, yes.
Yeah. So see that I'm vegan, King, do I need to buy vitamin pills? Or you can get vitamins in your body through what I'm taking?
Yeah, so the main things that you need to be aware of as a vegan, vitamins-wise, is iron and B12. So iron you can get from dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, tofu. And when it comes to B12, you can either get it from plant-based meat, fortified foods like fortified plant-based meat. You can get it from nutritional yeast. Like literally 1 teaspoon of nutritional yeast meets your intake for B12 for the whole day. And the other alternative is you can just take a supplement of B12, which is a lot better than getting it from a dead body of an animal. Because what a lot of people don't realize was they actually don't understand, and they just quickly Google what nutrients vegans lack because they don't know what they're talking about. The animals that they consume are actually supplemented with B12 as well. So the animals they eat take B12 supplements. So you don't need to eat a dead body to get B12 from an animal that took a supplement. You can just take it directly from a supplement. So yeah, those are the main two things to be aware of. All essential amino acids are found in all plants in varying proportions. So to be honest, man, as long as you're having my best advice is just get a multivitamin. There's no harm in doing so. The multivitamin should cover all your essential nutrients. So you can just consume whatever you enjoy consuming. Obviously, make sure you're having fruits and vegetables and rice and legumes and all of that kind of stuff. But the multivitamin is just like a backup option. It just ensures that you're getting your body's getting all its nutrition required. And before people say, oh, but you have to take a supplement as a vegan, there's actually a huge study that was done into this, and it concluded that vegans and non-vegans are just as likely to suffer from nutritional deficiencies. If anything, as a vegan, you're a lot more conscious and aware of what you're putting into your body. So you're actually less likely to suffer a deficiency because you're actually consciously making decisions about what you're consuming and where to get nutrients from. So yeah, provided you know you got a good multivitamin that covers tons of your nutrients, you should be good to go, sir.
Oh, right. No, because I go every 3 months, and I get an injection, a B12 injection.
Okay, why do you get an injection?
That's a B12 injection I get.
Yeah, why?
My doctor referred me.
I see. Okay, that's interesting. What country do you live in again?
But she only recommended me to
MH7567, get off the live. Sorry, what country, sir?
I'm in Scotland.
In Scotland, yeah, you should be able to get a B12. You have access to Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you just buy an B12 supplement off Amazon?
Yeah.
MH7567, get off the live. We're having a sensible live stream. Yeah, so
Okay,
in
don't
addition to
know,
B12, I would just recommend that you get a multivitamin. Just type in vegan organic multivitamin and just get a good one. Because obviously you can get multivitamins that have nutrients, but you want to make sure they're from good sources that aren't just crap. So for example, I take a multivitamin that's got organic sources to all of the nutrients to ensure that, it's coming from a very good source with as minimal chemicals as possible to ensure that it's
beneficial and bioavailable for my body, basically.
Yeah. I see one thing about you, King, you're a very clever man.
Sorry?
You're a very clever man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, man. MH, stop. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, that's it. King. Just want to know about the vitamin.
Well, have a great day, and it was lovely catching up, sir. Take care, yeah?
Right, likewise. Okay,
Yeah, MH7567. When I'm catching up with a friend, do you think this is a good time to start putting twerking dogs on the live? Can you not see that we're having a sensible live stream? I am literally on at 2:30 to avoid these exact kind of individuals, guys. Stop causing problems. MH7567, stop causing trouble. Guys, if this continues, I will simply shut down the live stream. And again, look. It's actually crazy. MH7567, can I speak, please? Do you know what I find so funny? I don't even have ChatGPT open. I'll literally show you my tabs right now. I have ChatGPT open literally for the purpose of what I was doing earlier, which was my raps. That's literally what I have. That's literally what I have open on my tabs. So, oh wait, you can't even see it. There you go. I literally have my rap open on ChatGPT, and you guys didn't hear any clicking. When you tell me that I'm using ChatGPT, this is basically what you're saying. You're saying, Vegan King, you're so well-spoken and articulate and intelligent with what you say that there's no way that you're actually doing that off the top of your head. You must be using ChatGPT to communicate. You're basically giving me a very, very nice compliment. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that you think I'm using GPT, but I'm actually not. Thank you so much. MH7567, get off the live stream and leave me alone, please. Thank you very much. Stop. Just stop. It's not funny. Nobody's laughing. Get off the live. Please, please, please. I'm trying to catch up with Guru here. Can you stop? Go ahead, please, Guru. Hello? Guru? I think he's fallen asleep, guys. Okay. Right. You know what? Let me just bring this person up, because apparently I'm really scared of this individual, and I don't debate him because I'm scared. So now that I actually have a bit of time, let me.
Well, hello, VK.
MH7567, can you stop, please? Can you stop, please? It is 2:30 a.m. I will shut down this live. You are gaining nothing out of this. Just let me enjoy my debate so I can go to bed happy, please. Yeah, Fenrir, you seem to be chatting in our chats and DMs saying that I'm scared of you. Do you think that there is something you can debate me on that you can actually defeat me in, which is a logical reason as to why you seem to think that I'm scared to debate you?
Well, why would I debate you when I actually wanted to ask you questions about
why would
veganism?
So why are you saying that I'm scared of you in DMs?
Because every single time I'm in there, I'm requesting for months.
Fenrir, there are hundreds of people requesting every day.
No, you let me finish talking. You shut the hell up, little boy.
Yeah, you know what, Fenrir? Thank you so much. You really think I'm going to sit here and speak to you after you just insulted me, buddy? Like, that is why you don't have the opportunity to speak to me. Because every time you come up, you are very, very rude. And then you wonder why I don't let you up. Stop putting dogs on my screen.
Okay, hi, sorry, I'm eating. I'm 19, born in 2006.
Sorry, what are you eating, ma'am? There is a very strict rule that there is no non-vegan products allowed in your vicinity while you are on this live stream. So could you please confirm for the audience what exactly it is that you were just consuming now that you have already divulged that you were consuming something?
A lettuce.
A lettuce. Fantastic. That is vegan approved. Right. What is it I can do for you today, ma'am? MH7567. Stop trying to create a negative vibe. It is literally 2:30. Let me have this live stream, please. You have not been here for a while. Not a single person has asked where you've been or how you've been or when you were coming back or why you left or how long you were gone for. So why don't you leave us alone and let me conduct my live? Thank you very much. Go ahead, please, ma'am. What is your question?
Okay. I'm willing to actually debate other than
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. What do you want to debate about?
Okay, so I noticed that you like using AI. This has to do with veganism.
Oh my god, oh my god. I don't know why 3 people have made the same dumb argument, and I really
Wait.
hope you're not going to do it. Are you
No,
about
don't
to
worry,
tell
don't
me that?
worry.
Wait, sorry, Riddy, stop. Sorry, ma'am. Are you about to tell me that me generating a 3-second image on ChatGPT is causing significant damage to the environment?
It has to do with veganism. Do you want me to tell you?
Oh yeah, I mean, if I was just hoping it wasn't that dumb argument, but if it's not, then I apologize for assuming. Please go
I don't
ahead.
have any dumb arguments. I have
Oh
very...
yeah, by all means, I sincerely apologize for assuming. It's just I've had many uneducated, unintellectual non-vegans come up here and make preposterous claims like animals are losing their life because I've generated an image on ChatGPT. But as long as you're not going to make that argument, I'm more than happy to argue with you. So please go ahead.
I'm very educated on this. Okay, so because you're vegan, I assume that you care for all animals.
I have varying care based on different levels of sentience. So, for example, if I had to pick between a cow and an ant, I would probably pick a cow based off the fact that it has a higher level of sentience. But yes, in most cases, as a vegan, I try to reduce animal cruelty and exploitation as much as practicable and possible in my day-to-day life.
Beautiful. So please let me tell you this, please.
Of course, you're being very respectful. I have no reason not to listen to you. So please go ahead.
Yes, people really need to know this. Please just let me finish my
Yeah, go
entire...
ahead. But by the way, if you do say something false, I will cut you off. But by all means, go ahead.
On all of this is researched.
Okay, go ahead.
So training a single AI model can emit as much carbon as 5 cars in their lifetime. And the mining and production of the metals used in AI hardware can lead to pollution, and pollution harms everybody on the planet, including the planet itself. It's hurting animals. It contributes to pollution. AI also creates harmful and misleading content. Public access.
Ma'am, you can stop reading off the article that you're reading off and just speak. Do you not know this information? Because I can look up the article you're reading from and read it quicker. So I don't need you to monologue me what you. I can literally tell you're reading from an article, bro. I think everyone on the line can tell you're reading, ma'am.
I have a notebook where I do research.
So just to clarify, you are making the argument that me generating this image on AI is causing significant damage to the environment. Are you serious?
If you want, you could go and watch a video.
Ma'am, I guarantee you I know more about AI than you will possibly ever understand in your life. And I don't say that to sound arrogant. I actually work with AI a lot. So I promise you that there's nothing you can tell me about AI that I don't already know.
Then you're not an educated...
Ma'am, let me explain it to you. When they say that it uses that much energy for an AI model, what they mean is like a version of ChatGPT. They're not saying that an individual user's basis is going to create significant damage. They mean the whole training of the entire model. So what you are literally describing now is millions of users using a certain model of AI that's using hundreds and thousands of data centers around the world. Now, if you are complaining about environmental damage, you are aware that the leading cause of environmental damage is animal agriculture, and that's already been proven.
I agree, it is.
Right. So out of curiosity, why are you joining the live stream to complain about an issue in the environment?
I'm not complaining, I'm trying to educate you because more people...
Ma'am, but there's nothing you can educate me on because I'm already aware that AI as a whole is probably having some repercussions on the environment.
So you're aware that AI is damaging to the environment. You're still using it.
Wait. I am aware that there are repercussions of the AI industry as a whole.
Did you not hear what I said?
Listen, the AI industry as a whole may have a slight impact on the environment, but
You are too full of yourself to do this uneducated.
Ma'am, I'm trying to speak. If you continue I really don't. I actually want to speak to you, but please just let me finish. This image that I generated took 3 seconds of generating on a database in a data center. So instead of now pinning the whole AI infrastructure onto me, why don't you answer a very simple question? Please explain to me and provide me with evidence that me using ChatGPT for 3 seconds to generate this image in front of you has created environmental damage. Explain exactly what damage was created, what was caused by me generating a 3-second image, and then provide me evidence that me generating a 3-second image has actually had a damage on the environment. Go ahead, please.
I just told you, but I'll add more onto it and I'll...
No. Ma'am, what you just told me is that the AI model, you've just explained how the whole AI infrastructure has an impact on the environment. My question is not about AI infrastructure. What other people do, what hundreds and millions of other people do is none of my business. I'm only accountable for my own actions. So can you tell me how me as an individual using ChatGPT for 3 seconds to generate an image has caused damage to the environment? Please answer the question, ma'am. Please answer the question.
if you let me, it uses gallons of water, you know, using water. As I said, it emits as much carbon as 5 cars in their lifetime.
Ma'am,
Contributing-
I don't understand why
Are
you
you gonna
are
let me
wait,
finish?
wait.
Let me
You are
finish?
ma'am,
I let you
what-
finish.
What,
you let me
wait,
finish.
what,
I'm
wait,
not
wait.
done.
What are you reading right now? You are reading an article that you
I'm
described
not reading
earlier.
my article. I'm reading my notebook.
Your notebook that talks about the repercussions of what? One
I
person
have a
generating
notbook
3-second
that
image?
I use for research.
Yeah, okay. And what are these repercussions of? Usage of what? One person using ChatGPT?
Can you let me finish what I was
Can
saying?
you, no. Can you answer the question? Because I've just explained, ma'am, please listen to me. I've just explained to you that you are reading something that's talking about the whole AI infrastructure. Me as an individual user generating a 3-second image, you understand that that is not the whole infrastructure, right? You are describing all of the data centers utilized for all of the users in a region. That has nothing to do, there is no comparison between millions of users' data center usage compared to one person using data center for 3 seconds. So please explain to me which study shows that me generating a 3-second image on ChatGPT has had damage on the environment. That is the question I'm asking. If you continue reading me statistics on how the AI industry is causing damage to the environment, I will not listen to it because it's not valid to me whatsoever. But go ahead, please.
The proof, the evidence is not valid to you. Okay, VK. All the information that is telling you how it is harmful when you use it is online and it's free. It is free. It is online. You can go search it up, look at a video.
What's the name of the study, please? That tells me exactly how me as an individual user,
It
how
is
I'm causing
everywhere.
damage
You
to the
can go on
environment.
YouTube, Google, TikTok. How is using AI harmful?
So, ma'am, when you make a
To the
claim,
environment.
ma'am, when you make a claim, you have to back it up by evidence. It's called
Yes, I'm telling you this. All of this information is free. I just gave you some information. You're saying
Fantastic.
it's not
So
true.
wait, stop. So when you're in a debate, burden of proof is on he who makes the claim, or in this case, she who makes the claim. So when you make a claim, it is not my job to prove your claim to be correct. It is your job to prove your claim. What you have described to me is that the AI industry is causing some environmental damage. But what you are failing to acknowledge is that you are paying for the leading cause of the environmental damage and looking at someone who's generated 3-second image and somehow trying to pin that minuscule usage, which by the way is like 0.000000001% of the total usage of ChatGPT's model.
Okay, let me ask you
Wait, ma'am. So you are describing the repercussions of 100% of an AI model, but you are comparing those repercussions to someone who's using 0.00000000001.
Okay, sir, using your logic, listen to me.
So do you understand how that's so illogical? Does that actually make sense? You are
hold on, listen to me.
Wait, ma'am. I'm just trying to get that you actually understand this, please.
I understand everything that you're saying.
Fantastic. So you understand that you are describing to me the repercussions of 100% usage,
hold on.
but you are pinning those repercussions of 100% usage onto someone
You
using.
realize you're losing, right?
Ma'am,
Is that why you're panicking?
Ma'am, I promise you right now, I will happily sit here for the next half an hour and absolutely I will happily dismantle every point. What I'm trying to explain to you is you are reading an article that tells you the repercussions of an AI model, but
You're just hooting and hollering, bro. You don't even know what you're on about. You don't know anything about AI.
I actually work in AI. I work with AI. I work with agentic AI onboarding.
That's awful.
Right. So
Okay,
you
sir.
wait.
Okay, hold on, hold on.
Wait.
Oh
Let
boy.
me explain. Wait. Let me explain something to you. You've just said I know
Did I
nothing
ever
about
talk
AI.
over you when you were talking earlier?
You said I know nothing about AI. I know more about AI than anybody on this damn application. Anyone on this live can come up here right now and debate AI with me. I guarantee you I'll blow them out the water. So don't make claims about things you don't know, number one. It was
Then will
very
you let
clear
me?
that, ma'am, it was very clear that when you joined the live, you were reading off an article. I'm trying to tell
I'm
you
not
something.
reading on. I just told you.
I'm trying to tell you something. You are describing the repercussions of 100% of AI usage from a model. You are pinning the repercussions of 100% usage onto 0.000000001% of that usage. Does that make logical sense to you?
Can I speak now?
Does that make... You're going to answer the question, please.
If I say that I understood what you said, you're gonna kick me.
No. Ma'am, I promise you I'm not going to remove you from the live. There is nothing that you... Really, stop. There is literally nothing you can say that will allow you to win the debate because there is
This
nothing.
is not
you can
about
say-
winning. This is about educating.
What I'm trying to explain to you is, I promise you, provided you don't insult me, scream, or swear, I'm not going to remove you from the live because I have every reason to want to prove everything you're saying to be incorrect. I'm simply just trying to let you know that when you're reading off that article, you are reading the
Not an
impact of-
article. Again.
Yes. Okay. You know what? Can I have the exact name to the study that you're reading? Because right now what I'm doing is I'm debating against you off a source that I haven't even seen. So this source that you're reading off, what is the name of the study, please? I'll look it up right now. Go ahead. What's it called?
This is a notebook where I wrote all of the things that I learned about
so
AI.
what study? Yeah, so what study did you read it from? Because that's where we get data from, right? We don't just read off
don't
articles
recall
or YouTube.
all of the millions of studies that I
Okay.
looked at.
So just to
May
clarify,
I
ma'am,
finish?
yeah, so in epistemology, there's something called Hitchens razor, and
You're
it states
talking
that,
too much. May I please
yeah,
talk?
Yeah, what I'm just going to say one more thing. In Hitchens razor, there's something called in epistemology, there's something called Hitchens razor, and it states that what can be asserted without evidence can immediately be dismissed without evidence. So you've made a lot of claims without any evidence. So I'm going to dismiss those claims, but just so you know, I'm more than happy to argue with you anyway, just so that I can hear what else you have to say. But I'm just letting you know that in a formal debating scenario, everything that you said would be instantly dismissed based off the fact that you have zero evidence for your claims. But I am going to allow you to continue talking anyway, in good faith, just to hear what you have to say. But in any formal debate, by the way, you would have been removed by now because you've made tons of claims with no evidence. But by all means, go ahead, please.
You're not gonna interrupt me this time, right?
Provided you don't make false claims, of course, I won't. Go ahead.
You're making false claims right now, but it's whatever. Anyway, okay, so going off of your logic, if everybody on the earth was vegan, yippee, but one single person was not, it's okay because it's so minuscule, right?
Sorry?
You
What was
said
your point?
that it doesn't matter that you are using AI, right?
No,
Because
that's
it's
not what
only
that's not what I said.
0.1. That is exactly what you
Yeah,
said.
I said the
Very sorry.
0.001%. I never said that it didn't make a difference and it didn't matter.
Everybody on Earth was a vegan, and I was the only non-vegan. It doesn't make a difference, right? It doesn't matter if I'm eating meat. It's only
No,
one person.
because there's actually real beings losing their life, and we have
Then you just
empirical data.
contradict yourself,
Wait, ma'am, you've asked
Now
me.
let me
que-
finish. Let me finish.
Would you
Let
like?
me
Wait,
finish.
ma'am, you've made
I'm
a
not
point.
done speaking yet.
Wait. You made a point. Let me respond to your point, and then you can make your next point. The difference between the examples
Can
that
I-
you just
okay.
wait. The difference between the examples you just provided is with the AI side of things. There's literally no scientific data whatsoever to show that me as an individual user, I'm actually resulting in any kind of. Lady Redfire, get off the live, ma'am. On the AI example, there's literally zero evidence anywhere, and until you can provide a study, there's no evidence
There's
to show.
millions of pieces of evidence
please,
all over the internet
please,
that is free to
please,
search
please,
for.
Please let me speak. I've already explained something to you.
Minty.
In a debating scenario, the burden of proof is on he who makes the claim. Okay, so what that means, by the way, it means that when you make a claim, the burden of proving that claim is on you.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're making all of this up. You know that, right?
You know this is formal debating logic, right? Is this your first debate, ma'am?
Sir, you're making all of
please-
this up. You're lying to yourself. This is not my first debate. You're not letting me speak. I'm not done yet.
Terrence.
Wow, you're really...
Right. Listen to me, ma'am. If this isn't your first debate, you are very
This is
aware
not,
that
no.
you cannot make claims without evidence, right? You are aware. of
I
that.
am telling you the evidence is free. I told you what it does.
Ma'am, the burden of proof is on he who makes the claim. Please listen to me. You cannot make claims without evidence. I can sit here right now and tell you, ma'am, did you know that if you drink a potion under the Great Pyramid of Giza, that you will live for 1,000 years? Hey, don't take my word for it, ma'am. You can go and Google it, and there's thousands of studies. Do you see how anyone can say anything? That is why there has to be evidence, and it's not my job to prove.
You have a computer with you right now. Go
Okay,
to
so name the
Google
study.
and search
So name the
how
study.
is using
So
AI.
name the study.
You as an individual
Name
have
the
to
study.
listen to me.
Wait. The burden of proof is on he who makes the claim. So now let me move on to my next point, because you made a point about AI and veganism, right?
Never let me finish, and we had a promise.
You made a point. I'm just trying to respond to your point, and then you can make whatever other
And
points you want. Okay?
can I make my other point right now? Because I know you're
No,
going to say everything. that you
Wait.
just
Is
said.
your point related to the point that you already made, or is it a different point?
It is different.
Okay, so can I respond to this point and then we can move on to the different
You already
point?
responded enough. And
Wait,
I'm not
wait.
having
No.
it.
I haven't even got through 2% of my response. So let me answer
And
this
it's all
point.
going to be bullshit. So
Yeah.
please let me say the second one.
Right, ma'am, the difference between me and you is I actually have evidence to back up every single thing that I say. You've yet to
You
provide
really
a single...
don't, but can I
You-
please say my
Okay,
next point?
okay, wait. No. You've just made another false claim, so I'm going to prove you wrong right now. Give me a second. Okay, so yeah, here we go. So apparently I don't have evidence for my claims. Here are 30 peer-reviewed studies right now to back up every single one of my claims. So that's the difference between me and you, ma'am. I don't make claims
Sir,
about...
that is like a Google Doc.
Wait. Ma'am, I'm going to tell you right now, if you continue screaming and not letting me speak, I will kick you off the live because you're arguing in very, very bad faith right now. When you make a claim, you have to have evidence. I already told you that I am doing you a favor by continuing this debate, even though you haven't provided any evidence. In any normal situation, if somebody joined the live and they made a claim and they had no evidence to back it up, I would remove that person and just move on to the next person. The only reason I'm letting you on is because I actually do want to hear what you have to say and show you that you're absolutely incorrect. But the fact that you're not even letting me speak and you're the one making...
You're not letting me speak either. I don't know what to tell you.
Wait, but you said that I'm making false claims and I don't have evidence. I'm showing you right now that I
Show
have...
me a Google Doc.
I'm showing you right now that I have...
Show me the tab.
What? This is a Word document with my studies. What are you talking about?
Yes. How do I know that? Yeah, you wrote that.
This is... Okay, so if I pull up this study right now in the National Library of Medicine, are you going to apologize?
Medicine. Hold on.
Wait. If I pull up this study right now in the National Library of Medicine, you're saying that I wrote these studies. Are you going to apologize for making a false claim?
Estimating impact of food choices of life. This is talking about veganism and eating stuff.
Lady
This is not
Redfire.
talking about AI.
Lady Redfire.
This is not talking about AI, sir.
Right. Did I say that this was talking about AI, or did I say that my
It
claim...
says right there something about food, and I. Oh my god. Okay, can I say my second point?
No. I'm going to respond to your point, and then we're going to move on to the next point. So how a debate works, by the way, is we debate a topic, and then we move on to the next topic. You don't make a point on one topic and then jump to another topic. That's not how it works.
You're just repeating
Lady Redfire,
yourself.
get off the line.
Not...
So let me explain something to you, ma'am. So number one, you made the comparison between AI usage and animal consumption. So let me explain something to you. We have thousands of studies, like the studies I just showed you, by the way, that have direct...
I don't think you understood what I said at all.
All right, you know what? I'm done. I'm actually done. I can't do this anymore. If you don't keep your mouth shut, we cannot have a discussion. I'm going to speak anyway because I cannot speak to you. Listen, if she wants to rejoin, I'll happily add her, but I cannot speak to someone who will not let me speak. We have direct evidence that when you consume animals, it results in the death of animals and it has results on the environment. We have scientific evidence of that. What we don't have any evidence for is that me using AI as an individual person is resulting in animals losing their life. We have zero evidence of that. In any debate with anybody, I would ask for somebody to provide evidence. I allowed you on anyway in good faith, but the fact that you won't even let me finish my sentence and let you know how debates work is no point speaking to you, ma'am. I genuinely let you on in good faith. When you make a claim, the burden of proof is on you. You cannot make a claim and then say to someone, hey, go Google it, go look it up yourself. That's not how debates work. If you've actually been in debates like you claimed, you would know that the burden of proof is on he who makes the claim. You have to provide evidence for your claims. The reason I showed you these studies is to show you that the things that I talk about on my live, I have evidence for all of them. What I don't understand now is why you refused to look at the evidence that I provided, that you couldn't provide any evidence yourself. If you would like to come back on now, I'm more than happy to continue the debate, but I refuse to do it while you continuously interrupt me. Does anybody remember the name of the guest? Because I'd actually like to let them back on now. What's the name of the guest, guys? Can you please re-request, ma'am? Because I actually want to finish the debate with you, but you refuse to let me speak. Oh, is this her? I think this is her. Here we go. Fantastic.
You were saying, and you will
By
let
the way,
me know.
by the way, I apologize for removing you, but it's the only way that I could actually say what I wanted to say without you constantly interrupting. So I hope you heard that. We have direct evidence that consuming animals results in environmental damage and animal death, but we don't have any evidence that me using AI as an individual user has environmental damage to the point where animals are losing their life. Okay. Okay. Cool. So let's break this down really slowly. You've just said there is evidence. So now, can you name the study that proves your claim, please? Go ahead.
Okay, I'm very sorry I don't have a study, but there is Google. You have.
No. So I really appreciate
You're
that.
interrupting me.
So I really appreciate that you've just said that you don't have evidence, because I think that's the first time you've actually been honest.
I told you
wait, I
ways.
really appreciate that, but what I'm going to explain to you now is really important. When you don't have evidence in a debate, as I said in epistemology, as Hitchens Razor states, what can be asserted without evidence can be dismissed without evidence. So if I make claims without evidence, you're allowed to dismiss what I say, and vice versa. If you are making claims and you can't provide me with evidence, I'm just going to dismiss that. But I will let you continue. By all means, go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so another way that AI is damaging, we all know this, right? It's stealing jobs. Artists, mainly. They're losing their jobs because they're not getting commissions. They're struggling with money. Okay, that's that. Okay, you have your computer in front of you, right? Can you please go and search up how is using AI damaging? And please read to me what it tells you with your camera on, showing me that you are reading it.
I'm not going to do that because it's not my.
Because you know you're going to be wrong.
Correct.
Because you know you're going to be wrong, and everything that you were saying was just you making up stuff. You know that.
So Candid.
You're aware. You know you've lost.
Yeah.
So you're panicking and you're making up things.
Yeah, I wouldn't have let you back on the live if I had fear of losing. So I'd actually
you've
really like to
lost.
speak to you. Could you potentially let me speak? So you said that if I pulled it up, it will prove me wrong. Prove me wrong about what exactly?
You said that you as an individual using AI is not harmful.
Wait. I said me as an individual user using AI. Can you provide me with evidence that that leads to direct environmental damage that's actually resulting in
Please
loss
see what
of
I told you.
Wait. You said that if I look it up, it's going to prove me wrong. I would like to establish
There's
what
no
you
way
think
it
that
won't.
I've said that it will prove me wrong about. So can you tell me what it is that it's going to prove me wrong about, please?
You are saying that you using AI is not harmful. That is going to prove you wrong. Just go ahead and search up how is me using AI harmful and read it to me.
Listen, ma'am, listen to me very carefully. What I asked you was to provide me with evidence that me.
I am giving you.
You are still not letting me speak, ma'am.
I'm telling you, this is gonna help you.
Wait.
You've lost. You're refusing to do something that's gonna explain to you.
Wait, please. We don't get our data from articles or Google searches. We get our data from studies. So when I asked you to provide me with a study, you are yet to do that. It is not my job to prove your claims to be correct. If you have a name of a study, I will happily look it up right now. Hand on my heart with all of these people as my witnesses. If you can give me the name of a study that proves your claim to be correct, I will look it up. Go ahead.
Okay.
What's the name of the
You will
study?
look it up. Thank you. Prove me wrong. You want me to prove you wrong, and when I want to.
Listen to me very carefully. You are going to give me the name of a study that shows that me as an individual user generating a 3-second image, that has resulted in animals losing their life or significant environmental damage. If you cannot name me a study
Can you tell me why you're refusing to search up something that will prove you wrong? Can you tell me why you're refusing to search it up?
I will answer the question. I'll happily answer that question. Because as I said to you, burden of proof is on he who makes the claim.
I'm giving you a source to proof and you're refusing to look at it.
Your source is not the name of a study. That is called a source. When you give me
You know a lot of articles lie to you? I've seen articles that lie.
Exactly. So why are you telling me to look up on
This is
Google?
not an article. It's Google. This is common knowledge.
Give me the name of a study that proves a single claim that you have made to be true. Give me a single study name.
Study out there. Why don't you look for it?
You're telling me.
Or are you going to refuse to look for it because you want to be right?
Right, so you're telling me to do your work for you. You've made the claims, and rather than provide me with the source of where you obtained your claims from, you are
Why are you refusing to search it? Just search it up, please.
Why? Wait. Let me ask you a question.
It's simple as that. All you have to do is type
wait.
How is using AI harmful? Just Google it.
let me ask you a question. Why don't you do your research and give me the name of the
I
study?
don't have a second
claims?
device, unfortunately. That's why I'm asking you, because you have a computer right in front of you.
You're allowed to go out of this application and go onto Google and look it up and come back to me. That's absolutely fine. What I'm trying to explain to you is, and I'm very clear that
I've Googled it. It tells me how it's damaging. Why are you refusing to?
You need to provide me with a study that doesn't tell me about AI's damage on the environment. You need to tell me how me as an individual user is resulting in significant damage to animals' lives or the environment.
You are
And let me actually break down.
You are contributing.
Right, ma'am, please listen to me, okay? Are you now suggesting that me contributing to a 3-second generation of image on AI has resulted in
It's
significant...
polluting. Yes, it is.
Okay,
Wow, you figured it out.
Okay, so just to clarify, you're saying that me generating a 3-second image on ChatGPT has damaged the environment?
Yes.
To what scale has it damaged the environment?
Oh, do I need to say it again?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay.
Yeah, so me generating a 3-second image on ChatGPT, please tell me exactly what damage that's caused on the environment. And by the way, again, if you're going to make a claim, I would like to see a study that backs up that claim. It's going to have to be a study that says we've tested about, let's say, 1,000 users generating X amount of images over X amount of time, and these are the direct
I'm
damages.
sorry, we're seeing the effects happen in real life. Why do you...
Yeah, so we don't get our information from anecdotes or experiences or opinions. We get it from studies from scientists and medical experts.
So there's YouTube videos out there
Okay,
telling you,
okay,
showing you.
So just to clarify, ma'am, you don't have a study name to back up your claims. Is that correct?
Okay, maybe I do. Okay, hold on. Go to YouTube.
Perfect.
Open YouTube.
Thank you so much. That's all for the past half an hour. That's literally all I've been asking.
I've been trying to help you.
Yeah,
look at
ma'am,
evidence
but
and you're
I've explained. But I don't know why this point isn't registering your brain, and I'm really.
I don't know
trying
why
to
it's
be
not
respectful
registering in
here.
your brain.
Wait,
Google and you.
I'm really trying to be really patient with you. By the way, I'm never this patient with anyone else, but I really am just trying to get it through to you. When you are in a formal debating scenario and you present a claim to your opponent that you're debating with, you do not put the burden of proof on your opponent. In no formal debating scenario.
Oh, you're refusing to look at it.
Right. I'm done. I actually cannot do this anymore. I'm refusing to engage anymore. When you are in a formal debating scenario, burden of proof is on the person who makes the claim. You do not make a claim and then tell me to Google it for you. That is not how any debate will ever work. Go to any formal debate scenario and ask anyone who runs any debates, when I make a claim, who is the burden of proof on? I promise you, 99% of the time, they will tell you that the burden of proof is on the person who makes the claim. Okay? So you have not provided any evidence, so I am just going to dismiss your claim. When you have a study name that proves that me as an individual user is causing significant damage to the environment and animals are losing their life from a 3-second image generation, which, by the way, guys, I'm sure that anyone with even a double IQ or anyone with even a basic intellect level is very aware of the fact that me generating a 3-second image on ChatGPT has no environmental impact. The word no might be actually incorrect because it might have a 0.000000000000001 impact on the environment, but it's nothing even meaningful. What I would actually have liked to explain to the guest, if she had actually given me the time to speak without interrupting, is me generating a 3-second image on ChatGPT has actually helped the environment. But she would never let me actually speak, so I'm going to speak now. This image that I've generated, I've used for over 14 months to actually run these live streams, which has actually converted hundreds of people to veganism and saved thousands of animals' lives. So as a result, it's actually caused a huge net positive utility to the planet and the environment as a whole than me not generating this image. So the environment has actually become better off from me using this image than it would have been had I not used this image. I would have loved to explain that to you, to the guest who's probably still here, but I know for a fact that you wouldn't have let me mention that. But anyway, I hope you have a good day, but I genuinely just can't debate with you because you don't seem to understand that burden of proof is on he who makes the claim. It's not my job to prove your claims to be correct. I'm not going to say, hey, you can live for 1,000 years if you drink this potion. Go Google it. You'll find an article on it that's going to prove it to be correct. Anyone can say anything. That's not how debates work. Thank you for joining, but I just refuse to speak to you. I would never be that patient with anyone else. I genuinely really wanted to have that discussion with you, but it's exhausting trying to explain to someone that I am not here to prove your claims to be correct. All I asked you for was a single study. All I asked you for was, give me one study that proves your claim to be correct. And you couldn't provide a single study name. Your reference was off your notebook, which I have no idea where you got the notes from. So me, as someone debating you, why would I take anything you're saying seriously when you can't even give me the name of a study and you're just telling me to Google it? That shows a lack of preparation. It shows a lack of intellect. And when you said that I make up claims, I showed you 30 peer-reviewed studies that back up all of the claims I make on this live. But anyway, I hope that you learn going in debates forward that you can't make claims without evidence. So by the way, if you ever do find evidence to prove that I'm causing significant environmental damage, more than I've actually helped the environment, which by the way I have through my image, I would love to hear it from you. But until that day where you can provide data, I'm genuinely not interested in debating with disingenuous people. But thank you, ma'am. Have a good day. Moving on. Let somebody debate.
Shut the fuck up and let other people talk for once.
Yeah, get off this live stream. Get off this live stream. If people are making false claims, I'm not going to let them speak, because it's very interesting. You know what's really interesting to me is that people are trying to come up here when they're paying for the leading cause of environmental damage, which is, by the way, scientifically proven. When you eat animals, you're paying for the leading cause of our planet's devastation. That's already been proven, and I can give you peer-reviewed scientific studies to back up the claims. The difference between me and the previous guest is, when I say that, I have peer-reviewed evidence from a scientific study that backs up that claim. I don't make claims and then say, hey, just believe me that it's the leading cause of these issues. Don't research it. I can give you studies that actually prove that. Stop. That's the difference. So in any debate that you guys ever view in the future, just remember that what can be asserted without evidence can be dismissed without evidence. If somebody makes a claim but they can't back it up with evidence, don't believe them. If they give you a study name, read the study and see if what they're saying is true. In 99% of the chances, it won't be true. I would have absolutely loved for her to have just named a study to back up her claims. Ma'am, I can see you typing in the chat saying that I refused research. Again, I'll explain it for the 7th time, and I really hope it clicks this time. In a formal debating scenario, ask anybody. You can ask your friends, ask a debater that you're close with. Is the burden of proof on me when I make a claim, or is it on my opponent? And I promise you 99.9% of the time, they will tell you that burden of proof is on he or she who makes the claim. So it is your job to prove that your claim has sufficient evidence to make the claim. It's not my job to do that. Yes, I can pull up something on Google. Is that a study? No, it's an article. Why would I refer to an article as evidence? But anyway, ma'am, look, if you have a study that shows that my personal... Anyway, look, going back to my initial point, even if there is a 0.0000001% impact on the environment from me generating an image on ChatGPT for 3 seconds, let's just say I grant you that, ma'am, yeah? Let's just say I grant you that and say, yes, there's scientific data here that says that me generating this image for 3 seconds on ChatGPT has resulted in 0.00001% damage on the environment. Let's say I grant you that. What you're failing to acknowledge is me utilizing my images directly allows me to run a live stream where I'm convincing people to go vegan and saving actual animals' lives in sanctuaries, which actually has already been proven. Oxford have proven that you reduce your carbon footprint by 77% just by switching to a plant-based diet. I've helped hundreds of people go vegan. So I've reduced the carbon footprint on this planet significantly as an individual. Compared to the average person, I have significantly reduced the damage to this planet on an individual basis by helping hundreds of people go vegan. So what you're actually failing to acknowledge is that even if there is a minuscule, tiny 0.0000001% damage that I've done to the environment from generating this image, overall, from me using this image, there's actually a way higher net positive utility that's occurred on this planet through me using this image. I would have, again, loved to explain that to you, but you would not let me speak. But I hope you now understand that me using this image has actually benefited the environment, not made the environment have a loss. But anyway, I'm going to move on to the next guest. Right, let's have this person. Howdy.
Hello.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. You have to be 18 or above. I do apologize. Right, let's have this person on the live. Ryan says you would. Right, Ryan, we both know you're going to come up here and put up a silly image of pizza or something. Okay, so stop messing about, buddy. Yeah? How old are you, please?
Alright.
How old are you,
Let me
please?
cook. So I'm actually really good at debates. So
Sorry, how old?
yeah,
So, ma'am, how old are you, please?
I am 18. I was born in 2007.
Fantastic. Okay, great. Yeah, I'd love to have a debate, ma'am. Just so you know, I don't have any intentions of engaging with people are saying you're a child. Can you give me your exact date of birth, please?
Okay, 2007 on August 8th.
That would make you 17.
Yeah, I'm turning 18.
Yeah, I apologize. You have to be 18 or above to be on TikTok Live.
I love the animals. Fuck animals. I love.
How old are you, please?
Want to see something?
No, I don't want to see anything. Please get off this live. Yeah, just get off the live, okay? Thank you so much. Right. To the person that just said you hurt plants, the leading cause of plant death has already been proven to be animal agriculture. I can actually give you scientific data to that claim. And always ask for evidence, guys. If anyone ever makes a claim in a debate to you, always ask for evidence. You can't just believe what somebody says. So again, the leading cause of plant death is animal agriculture. And if you'd like that, yes, yeah, you know, this is...
Nigger!
Yeah, that's an immediate block. Good morning, Happy Vegan. If you guys like evidence to know that the leading cause of plant death is animal agriculture, don't take my word for it. Here's a peer-reviewed scientific study. It's called Reducing Food's Environmental Impact Through Producers and Consumers. It looked at over 40,000 farms in 119 countries around the world. And it concluded that the leading cause of agricultural land usage, 87% to be specific, is a result of animal agriculture. Goku says, please let me debate you. Yeah, Goku, if you're actually here to debate in good faith and you actually have evidence, I would love nothing more than to debate you. It's just a shame that most people are just interested in sharing anecdotes and opinions as opposed to actually sharing evidence behind their claims. You're not gonna give us... Okay.
Kill yourself!
Okay, cool. Well, I'm just going to block this individual. They'll never be joining this live again. I don't know if you can tell, by the way, sir, but there's literally nothing you can say that was going to bother me. But I hope you're proud of what you said on this live today. Have a great day. Oh, my goodness.
Me up. Fuck niggers. Fuck vegans. Fuck...
Yeah, that's an immediate block as well. Block account. Yeah, you'll never be joining this live again, so have a great day. Take care. Plants also have lives. Archie, I completely agree. So let's stop paying for the leading cause of plant death, which is the consumption of animals.
Hello there.
Hey, sir. How old are you?
I'm 18.
Fantastic. Why are you not a vegan, sir?
Because you miss out on a few nutrients when you go plant-based diet.
Okay, are they essential?
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Name one essential nutrient that you don't get on a plant-based diet that's only found in an animal's body, please.
Vitamin B12.
Yeah, so you can get vitamin B12 on a plant-based diet. You can get it from fortified foods like plant-based meats. You can get it from nutritional yeast. So you absolutely can get B12 on a plant-based
Yeah,
diet.
but that's not the only thing you lose.
Okay, well, what's another essential nutrient that you don't get?
You lose zinc, iron, calcium, omega-3 fatty acids, you know.
Yeah, you can actually get all of those on a plant-based diet. So have you done any research on this?
I have.
Sorry, I'll actually happily prove that wrong. So what were the exact nutrients you named? Zinc?
Zinc, yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Omega-3 fatty acids.
Omega-3 fatty acids. Yeah, what was the next one?
Calcium.
Calcium, anything else?
And iron.
And iron, okay, cool. Yes, if I give you plant-based sources to all of these nutrients, are you going to redact your claim that you can't get all your essential nutrients in a plant-based diet?
If you give me a good enough reason, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So omega-3 fatty acids, you can get it from chia seeds, flax seeds, hemp seeds, walnuts, Brussels sprouts. Zinc, you can get it from pumpkin seeds, hemp seeds, chickpeas, lentils, tofu, quinoa, oats, and cashews. Calcium, you can get from fortified plant milks. You can get it from tofu. You can get it from tahini. You can get it from kale. You can get it from almonds. Iron you can get from dark leafy greens. You can get it from things like kale. You can get it from dried fruits. You can get it from tofu, pumpkin seeds, kidney beans, chickpeas, lentils. So every single nutrient that you've claimed you can't get on a plant-based diet, you absolutely can get on a plant-based diet. So do you redact your claim?
I redact it.
Oh, perfect. By the way, I really appreciate the honesty. I think you're the first honest guest I've actually had this whole live stream. So thank you so much. I'm not here to rub it in your face. I actually just want to have a genuine...
No, yeah, of course.
Awesome. Well, is there any other questions you have?
Not really, no. Not right now.
Okay, cool, man. Well, if you recognize that you can get all your essential nutrients on a plant-based diet, why do you feel the need to pay for animal abuse?
I think because just like the generations, like years, like the human species, years, like we've been going for the meat industry, and like only recently we've been trying different things. So I think it's just new people are scared for it.
No, the reason we're trying new things is because, as you correctly said, we've advanced as a species. We've made technological advancements that mean we know that we no longer have to consume animals for our survival. We know that we can get all our essential nutrients from a plant-based diet. So when we have the power and the technological advancements that show us that we don't need to pay for unnecessary animal cruelty and violence, that's the right thing to do, right?
Yeah. I do agree with that.
So that's why veganism is getting more adopted. It's because people are doing research. They're seeing the level of cruelty and harm that's happening to innocent animals, and they're realizing that if we can get all our essential nutrients and tasty, healthy foods on a plant-based diet, there's actually no need whatsoever to consume animals. And in the West, it's typically always done for taste pleasure. So that's the question you need to ask yourself: is a 10-minute sandwich worth more than an animal's life to you? And obviously common sense would tell you that taste pleasure for 10 minutes is not worth an animal's life. And then the next question to ask yourself is, if you don't prioritize your taste buds over an animal's life, why are you paying for an animal to lose its life for your taste buds? Make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. But I also think it's for like cost of living's going up and everything, so potential expense is also going up. And like, I've seen some of the vegan things are more expensive.
Yeah, there's definitely certain vegan options that are more expensive than non-vegan options. But
what would you say to the people that can't afford that?
So that's the answer. So on average, actually, vegan diets have been proven to be cheaper. So there was actually a study done by Oxford called the Global and Regional Cost of a Sustainable and Healthy Dietary Pattern. And it looked at first world countries like the UK, places in the US, and places in Australia. And it concluded that vegan diets are up to 33% cheaper than non-vegan diets. Because when you look at the staple foods in a plant-based diet, like rice, beans, lentils, and stuff like that, they're absolutely cheaper than meats. So again, the word on average, as I'm sure you'll know, entails that on average, you're going to find cheaper foods on a vegan diet. That doesn't mean that all foods on a vegan diet are cheaper. There are definitely certain plant-based meats that are going to be more expensive than, buying chicken. But yes, on average, hey Rosella, welcome to the live. On average, vegan diets are up to 33% cheaper, and that's what the Oxford study shows us.
Yeah, I also have I've tried going vegetarian before, but I managed to do it for a year, but I kind of had a brain fog and it wasn't working very well.
You went vegetarian, you had brain fog. Where were you getting your iron and your B12 from?
I was just eating loads of plants and stuff, all the green stuff, and then
so this is another thing that happens, right? Is a lot of people will claim to go plant-based or vegetarian, and they don't know where to get their essential nutrients from, and they then, by the way, and it's fully accessible on a plant-based diet, as I've already confirmed with you, but they don't know where to get those nutrients from, and because they're essential nutrients, they start suffering deficiencies from those nutrients, and then they pin it on those diets as to why they didn't, they had certain side effects. But what you're failing to acknowledge is it's actually a reflection on your poor planning of the diet, because you didn't know where to get those nutrients from. But the diet, the vegan diet, the plant-based diet and the vegetarian diet, they do have those nutrients. So if you didn't get those nutrients, it's not a reflection on vegetarianism or plant-based diets. It's a reflection that you just didn't know where to get it from. So the deficiencies that you suffered are not a reflection of vegetarianism or plant-based diet. It's a reflection on your lack of preparation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense, yeah.
Awesome, cool. No, I really appreciate this conversation, bro. You've been very respectful, very open-minded.
Yeah, no, thank you for letting me up. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries, man. You have a great day. Take care.
You too, man.
Wow. Imagine every guest could just come up, speak respectfully, listen, and just, that was amazing. It's so rare that we have genuine people like that. Thank you so much. Cotton, stop. Just stop. Rosella, it would seem you're trying to say something. So how you doing?
Hi, Mr. Vegan King. I'm 19 TikTok. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
Yes, very well. Guess what, Mr. Vegan King? Guess who I'm meeting tomorrow? Well, today.
Guess what you're eating today?
No, meeting. Guess who? Who I am meeting today? Oh, thanks.
Does it start with a D and end with a D?
D and D. No.
Oh. What?
D and P.
Oh no, but that's okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, their TikTok name ends in a P. Yeah.
Yes, I need to send you so many pictures. We're getting.
No,
fucked
I'm
up.
really happy for you guys. I hope it goes well. What are you guys
Yes,
planning?
Well, he kind of lives like kind of far away, so he's coming down here, and then we're gonna get fucked up. We're gonna
We've got
get
5
old.
Q said.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry. Go ahead.
What the fuck? Take that out of my screen. I don't want to see that again.
Yeah, go ahead.
But we're getting fucked up. We're going to the pubs. We're going to the club. You know, things of that nature.
Nice. That's awesome. I hope you guys have a good time.
Yes, I'm sure we will. How are your lives going?
It's been pretty frustrating tonight. While there haven't been many trolls, it's been frustrating because I've had very disingenuous guests coming up. You know how most vegans will just dismiss a claim if there's no evidence?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I actually just entertain the conversations for the sake of hearing what people have to say, but they get very, very confident. So I had this lady who I was debating for like half an hour, and she couldn't name a single study to back up her claims. And whenever I asked her to name a study, she kept saying, go Google it. And I should have just removed her instantly, but I entertained her for like 20 minutes while she kept saying, hey, go Google this, go Google that. And I tried to explain burden of proof is on he or she who makes the claim. And she claimed to have been in many debates. So, obviously that's common sense, right? The burden of proof is on the person who makes the claim. But she wanted me to prove her claim to be correct. And she refused to understand that it's her job to prove her own claim. But yeah, it was really frustrating. So I ended up removing her from the live, basically.
Yeah, see, that makes sense. Like, whenever I talk to people on here, I kind of need to evaluate their level. And, like, I can't really explain it. But, like, if someone seems really well versed in like philosophy, then I can be like, okay, so that's a fallacy, that's the burden of proof. But if it's like the average person who doesn't understand this, like, I need to be like, so you've made a claim, you need to substantiate it. Yeah.
And it was my mistake because I was very patient and respectful, and I thought, hey, let me try and actually teach her how debates work, that you need to provide evidence yourself. But she was basically just going, oh, you're scared to Google it because it's going to prove you wrong.
Scared to Google it.
By the way, her whole argument is that me using ChatGPT to generate an image for 3 seconds is causing significant environmental damage. And the reason that she was saying that is because apparently she'd read an article somewhere that said that AI is causing significant damage to the environment, which I granted her. But I said, you need to give me data that shows that me generating a 3-second image is causing damage to the environment. She didn't have any studies because obviously that study doesn't exist. But rather than just admit that, she kept saying, Google it. And just let it all go on for too long.
If you look at a graph of like environmental damage, like AI it's so small. It's barely it's hardly.
Yeah, especially on an individual user basis. She was telling me the repercussions of an AI model being trained and trying to put those repercussions on me as an individual user on a 0.00001% usage of those repercussions, which is just absolutely crazy. Especially considering that as a non-vegan, they're paying for the leading cause of the planet's devastation, but they're coming on and telling someone who used ChatGPT for 3 seconds that they're causing significant damage to the environment.
Yeah, it's insane. But even then, like, you could grant her that to be true and still be like perfectly consistent with being vegan, because you're not. Being vegan is not.
And that's what I would have loved to explain to her, is me actually using this image has actually had a benefit on the environment, because using this image in my live streams has allowed me to convert a lot of people to veganism and save animals' lives, which has reduced the carbon footprint and reduced the damage to the planet on a minuscule scale, much higher on a scale in comparison to the damage that generating an image has done. So in fact, there's actually been a net positive utility on the environment and the planet as a whole from me generating this image, but obviously she refused to listen to that.
Yeah, insane shit. Some people just don't want to listen, and they just don't want to have their views challenged. What do you think about? Did you see that new law in Switzerland, by the way? So it's been passed that maybe to put on packets exactly what the animal went through. So it's like animal was castrated.
That's awesome. I shared that on my story last week. It's great news, and I think that's going to become more widely adopted.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah,
People
because
are not going to buy it, like because I mean, like people look for things like free range or like
exactly.
Yeah.
It literally 100%. The non-vegans, they need to feel like they're good people by not paying for cruelty to animals, even though they're all paying for cruelty to animals. But they would like to pay for a product that says that there's no cruelty. So as more companies start, exposing where there is cruelty, those products are going to be less in demand, which means that more companies are going to be pushed towards, having the no cruelty badge, which means they're not going to show as much cruelty. So it's obviously a huge W for animal agriculture as a whole, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Like I think even when I was a meat eater and even when I was not vegan, if I like saw a packet like that, I probably wouldn't buy it. And I know that's hypocritical. And I know that that's like, absolutely silly because all of these, brands practice the same thing ultimately, but I think it would definitely steer me away from it. So I don't know, it makes me happy to see the world going vegan. Like I feel like every single day I see something new that makes me happy. Like
wow. No, but it's definitely where we're headed, Rosella. Trust me, like in the next 15 to 20 years, it's going to be so much more widely adopted because humans are just going to start developing more compassion and empathy as we start realizing the consequences of our actions. And as more and more people become educated and aware, we're going to awaken the masses. So it is inevitable that people are going to start being more compassionate and caring. And veganism is a sign of compassion and caring.
I know when I'm like older and I have like grandkids and I'm like a granny, I'm going to tell my grandchildren about you. I'll be like, this man single-handedly carried this movement on his back in the day.
Hey, we all play our part, Rosella. We all play our part.
Yeah, we will. Anyways, I'll let you get back to debating. I hope you enjoy your night.
Thank you so much, Rosella. You have a good night and nice catching up. And have fun tomorrow. Let me know how it goes.
I will. I'll send you pictures. Anyways, bye, Mr. Vegan King. Thanks for
All right, take care. Right, guys, it is 3:30 a.m. However, there is one guest spamming in the chat that he's going to prove me wrong, so I'm just going to entertain one more debate. I'm going to go to bed. Yeah, so apparently that was the guest that was going to prove me wrong and win £100, but as you can tell, there was obviously no genuine discussion there. Okay, let's try one more person. This guy's saying, please me. To the person that asked for vegan recipes, there's a website called forksoverknives.com. You can get vegan recipes from there. How old are you, please? Hello? All right, moving on. Right. Thank you, guys. He proved you wrong, Mike. Yeah, he absolutely did prove me wrong, Happy Vegan. Damn, I'm 100 down. Damn it. Right, last person. You said you can prove me wrong. Go ahead, please.
Hello, my name is Michael, and I am a big fan of your channel, man.
Thank you so much. How old are you?
I am literally 19 years old.
Awesome, cool. And you want to debate, or what do you want to do?
No, I just want to talk to you because I'm a really big fan, and I've been watching you since, like, literally kind of a year, half a year.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, man. So what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about, do you have any, like, vegan recipes I can make?
Yeah, there's a great website called forksoverknives.com, and it goes over like vegan recipes and cookbooks and health plans and stuff like that. So I'd check out that website if I were you.
Okay, thank you, man. Nice talking to you. Yeah, that's anything. I'm trying to like learn new recipes that come with plants. For example, like trying to make my own like healthy like crackers, anything like that.
Yeah, so, a great source, by the way, is YouTube, of course, like, because on YouTube you can just look up any recipe or certain meal that you want, and it will show you how to cook it on a plant-based version. So YouTube and that website I gave you are great sources.
Well, thank you for your opinion, and it's nice meeting you. Like, I'm a big fan.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And I hope you learn
see you later.
Live. Take care, man. Someone said, can you give me tips on temptation, please? So when I have temptations to consume something that has a meaty texture, I just consume plant-based meats. For example, tonight I had something called a dirty vegan burger. And it's essentially a patty within the burger that tastes exactly like meat, but it's plant-based instead. So I get cravings too, and I just have plant-based meat alternatives. You can still get the same texture, the same taste, and the same satisfaction from a burger without actually having to eat the body of an animal, believe it or not. Okay, this person says they want to talk about it, fine.
Hi, I'd just like to say I usually have cocaine instead of the meat products sometimes.
Sorry, how
it's
old
not
are you?
helpful, but do you have any other tips?
Sorry, how old are you?
I usually smoke crack or snort
All right,
cocaine
yeah,
instead.
yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, good night.